Mai works as priestess in the Temple of Moons. Despite having to greet people often in her line of work, she is incredibly shy. Visitors often complain about her voice being hard to hear. She is a quiet girl that loves books, but never talks about what she is reading. Occasionally, some will notice the title of her books, Garden Files. Oh, Mahjong? I'm not actually that good at it. I only play with the elderlies that live nearby.
I like how you gave her kind of like a rebellious streak. Mahjong? I haven't heard of it.
That's just how my voice sounds. That's my problem.
On account of your rebellious streak.
Yeah, my rebellious streak.
We all know.
I call them the elderlies with the derogatory tone.
God damn.
The elderlies that live nearby. Mahjong? I'm not that good at it.
I'm not that good at it. I only play with the elderlies that live nearby. Hello and welcome to Soulmates, where we talk about all our favorite little guys and all our favorite little games. I'm Ivy Fox. You can find me not setting up my windows correctly. Okay, there we go. Yay. Now they're in the right place. I'm Ivy Fox. You can find me on our sister podcast, Together We'll Shine, an Oot and a Rewatch podcast available on your podcast app of choice. And one of the ways that you can follow this show is by subscribing to us on YouTube, where you can chat with us and your fellow fans in the comments section, hypothetically. Also, if you're listening on YouTube, remember that we're also just like a podcast, and you can find us on, like, normal podcast apps. You don't have to. I just wanted to let you know. Joining me as always,
out there.
We're like most and if we're not somewhere you expect us to be, just let us know, and then we'll fix that. Anyway, joining me as always is Ash.
And how would you let us know, you might ask? Well, you could use the Tumblr Asks feature, because I run the show's Tumblr. It's soul-mates-podcast on Tumblr. Me? Well, I'm the boss California, but so, figure that one out. And if that's not enough for you, then go to ko-fi.com/asherlark, and that's sort of where I'm at. You can support the show, on Ko-fi also, but not mine. It's at, Ivy Fox Art on ko-fi.com/ivyfoxart. That's all my things, right? So I gotta do the Tumblr, and I gotta do your Ko-fi, and then do my Ko-fi, and I also do a bit. That's it?
Yeah.
I did it.
But hang on, that's all my things, right? Is saying that now one of your things?
No, I just keep forgetting.
Oh, okay.
It's not a part of the...
Because you say it every time.
No.
But it's not one of your things. It's okay. We're in a normal mood, as we've been for the last several episodes.
People should stop expecting anything from us other than this.
People should just stop expecting things from us. Period. No, you can expect the show to come out. You can expect
a bi-weekly podcast.
You can expect that's it. That's it. Nothing else.
It.
Please.
Please.
I don't know how we're so insanely consistent about this. Yes, I do. It's because both of our lives are, like, vaguely unstable, and so we cling to this podcast for dear life as our one consistent form of stability.
For strength.
So you can expect this podcast and nothing else. What are we doing on this podcast? We're talking about fucking Mai Aihara, who has 7 goddamn skins.
Whoa. She has 7 outfits. And, like, when did she come out? She released in...
Oh, she's an original 8. She's an original
OG.
8. She's an OG. She's one of the original 8s.
So that's why there's 7 of them.
Yes. She's also, like, I would argue that she's one of the... How have we covered? No, she's the first original 8 character we've ever covered, which is fascinating.
Is that true?
Yes, this is correct. It's Ryu, Yuiyagi, Nadeshiko, Mai, Chiori, sorry, my bad. Chihori is a different person, of course. Kana, Miki, and Ichihime. Those are the original 8.
I'm looking at... If you go to, if you scroll down to, like... just about where her voice lines start on this page. I'm assuming, depending on, I guess, how your page is laid out. You can see 14 products. I don't know who the original 8 characters are. But if you were to look at just these 14 products and guess, you would expect it to be Ichihime, Chiori, Mai Aihara, Yuiyagi, Kavi, and Fuji.
Yes, incorrect.
That's 6 of them.
Incorrect.
Well, yeah, I know that Kavi isn't an OG.
What's with this?
And Fuji.
What's with this weird standee where she has a little... She's in this weird dress and she has a little panda. What's going on there?
Well, you can also get that on the inside of some kind of basin.
Wait, hang on. Oh, yeah. What?
It's on the inside of some kind of basin.
It's on the inside of some sort of, like, object holding, sort of surface.
Now, I don't want to get too sidetracked too fast.
Are you sure about that?
What the hell is this? I'm looking at the website for it. It's all in Japanese. I've completely covered my hand in this Carmen eye that Ivy gave me, so I'm having trouble selecting the things to put them in Google Translate. View this in English. A PU leather multi-tray with an original illustration. It's been turned into a PU leather multi-tray.
Well...
It can be folded and stored with button assembly. It can be used to store small items, such as watches, keys, and seals.
Seals is really good. In case you need to store your seals,
You can have her in a basin.
So I famously hate Mai Aihara.
You've kind of rubbed off on me already.
In terms of hating Mai Aihara?
Yeah.
So here's
also just in general, but
don't tell your mom. But here's the thing that I don't like about Mai Aihara, is that, like, this isn't always true, but at least in her default and on a lot of her skins, she's always looking at you like she thinks she's going to hurt you. This has been my line for, like, a year.
I'm sorry.
Every time
I'm sorry. You did say, like, she thinks she's going to hurt you?
No. Sorry. Is that what I said? My bad.
Yes.
She's looking at me like she thinks I'm going to hurt her.
Okay, yes.
And this is profoundly uncomfortable. This is, like, the most profoundly uncomfortable way that someone can look at me. IMO.
She's just... She's so upset.
She looks like I'm about to hurt her. It's very upsetting.
Listen, dear listener, when you open this page on mahjongsold.club/character/Mai Aihara, the outfits will be in a seemingly random order. This is because this outfit is sort of... Not this outfit. This website is sort of a fucked up arcane beast that I do not understand. But I'm looking at the outfits. She's scared in 1, 2, not that one, 3, 4 out of 7.
Hang on.
That's too many.
1, 2, 3, 4. I could argue for 5, but we'll get there.
I could see it.
So this will be a
I'm
fun.
guessing at which one you think.
Well,
this
will be a fun little game. Is when we get to each outfit, we can ask. Does
how old is this face?
How old is this face? I really mean. Anyway, but we can ask: Is the way she's looking at me making me profoundly uncomfortable?
Mm-hmm.
Mai Aihara default. Is the way she's looking at me making me profoundly uncomfortable? Yes.
Yes. Also, this says Aihara Mai's default look, and this has been bothering me.
Oh, weird.
They keep changing this on the pages, and it fucks me up.
Arcane
also,
beast.
Arcane beast. This outfit is tagged as costume. And I know that that's not what they mean in English, because if you go to costume, other people who are in costume are Mai Aihara, Bond Mai Aihara, Savoring the Warmth Mai Aihara, Ichihime, Bond Ichihime, Wanjiro, and Bond Wanjiro. It's like shrine clothes.
It's like, yeah. It's like shrine it's religious costuming, but it's not like Halloween costumes.
I don't know why her Hot Springs outfit.
Oh, it's because
no.
It's because her shrine girl outfit is hanging on the tree.
I see. But she's in a shrine girl outfit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's got she's got like a, she's got like a what's it called, an obi around her waist, tied in a big bow in the front. She's got like a sort of pinkish red skirt, and then she's got these like, despite being like a pretty like reserved in terms of design and like pretty traditional outfit, they could not help but give her detached sleeves.
Yeah, there's a couple things about this actually that are like so deeply Mahjong soul that like you look at this and you're like, oh, this is one of the first 8 that they put in there. I see. And one of them is the detached sleeves. And the other one is that like I was looking at the proportions of her body to like try and figure her out a little bit, because if you just, her obi is really high up. And so it's like, how long is that torso? And you can tell because the skirt clings to her belly button.
Wait, what? Oh my god, is that what that is? Hang on, I have to blow up.
It's what it looks like to me.
Is that...
Indubitably.
I guess that would be like about where that is.
Yeah.
If that's her belly, and that's
no. Because you can see, like, you can see her belly button, and then you can see, like the lines of her crotch and legs.
Yeah, you can see, like, the bottom of her belly very distinctly in the way the skirt folds over it. Weird. Why would they do this?
Because this is the OG Mahjong soul art.
Uh-huh.
And also, they're still pretty attached to the Mahjong thing. So she has this one peen, like, charm attached to her.
Yeah, it's one peen and, like, a repeat
and one
die.
of the dice that you roll in order to determine where the dealing starts.
I think that's pretty cute. She's like,
it's adorable.
She doesn't have a lot
the die
going
is great.
On. Also her fan has a little 3-peen on it.
It does.
These detached sleeves.
Like,
oh, sorry.
Generally, like, I think that this is, I like the colors. I like how cohesive it is. I like the fan is just like a little accessory, but the long tail of it is really nice in this composition.
Sorry.
It ain't bad.
I thought you would talk longer, so I took a bite of food. It's like totally fine. It is like, it has more cleavage than this outfit is almost certainly supposed to have. The cloth has this weird lighting thing. It has this weird, like, soft glow lighting thing that looks like it makes it look like it's partially transparent.
Yeah, no.
Which is, like, fucking me up.
Like,
because you can see that she's wearing, like, an undershirt below this, like, white top, and yet it looks like her skin is shining through, and it's sort of fucked up.
I guess those are two separate... Like, if you look at where the cloth is, I guess the red and the white are two separate pieces of fabric. But it's not like an undershirt. It's like... They're just two pieces of fabric.
Yeah. no, it's just the first word that came to my head. But
yeah. But also, if I'm getting distraught. I'm looking
on
at
soulmates.
I'm looking at her left. I didn't even have to think about it for that long.
Good
her
job.
left boob, and our right.
It is kind of escaping off to the side. It's running away.
It is, and I'm looking at how it's escaping off to the side, and I'm thinking about this fabric, and I'm like, it looks like it must have had built-in, like, it's got the shape of like the cup of a bra. Because it would have to have additional fabric there in order to do this.
Right. In order to have it is like a costume that has weirdly a lot of slack. Like these sleeves make no sense to me. They are too. How is that hanging there? It's too loose. I don't understand.
It's like usually, they haven't gotten to, again, evolution of a Mahjong soul. They haven't gotten to like thigh squish era yet. Maybe we'll see, but they haven't gotten to it, and so they don't even do like a little arm squish, which is what they would normally do now if you had detached sleeves like this. Is they wouldn't have them like going away from the arm like that. They would like attach firmly to the meat of your biceps, so you can see a little fat squish.
Yeah. I'm like, is there a tie like inside of it that we can't see? Is it just her magical shrine girl ghost powers?
I think she might be a ghost. Can we consider this?
Can we consider her face? She looks so... I hate looking at this face so much.
Ivy, it's because she's reliving the day that she died.
Is that what the white butterfly in her hair is about?
Yes! For the solemn lament for the living and the departed.
She just like, it's like, it's so impossible. Like her stance is so defensive.
Yeah, she's got her arm out in front of her.
She's got this blush and this little thing, and her eyes are shining, but like not in a nice way. And it's like, it's so...
She's so uncomfortable. She's like
bad.
She's fiddling with the hair because she's uncomfortable. She's got her arm out in front of her because she's uncomfortable. She looks kind of like she's backing away.
Yeah, right. Like her shoulder, her left shoulder is turning away from you, and she looks.
And like even her legs, like
it looks like she's stepping backwards very slowly. Freaks me out. So
like
I get okay. To be clear. Before anyone goes into our uses the Tumblr Asks feature, we'll set it in a normal way. Before someone uses the Tumblr Asks feature to like be like, no, Ivy, blah 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 blah. You should do this anyway because Ash needs enrichment.
Sorry, I forgot that the Tumblr Asks feature wasn't a normal way to say it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We define Soulmates defines reality. We've said this many times.
You've said this many times.
But like, I understand what's supposed to be happening here, which is that she's supposed to be shy. She's shy. So this is allegedly a shy look. You know, this is like you're approaching her and she's... we can't do this.
Yes, we can.
We can do this. She's today's shy look, and today's shy look is shyness. But like, it's not it's not that. Like, this does not come across, like, I guess it doesn't not come across as shy, but it comes across as so much more intense than just like
she's about to cry.
Like, yes, she's like contemplating sprinting away, but she won't because you're faster than her. That's what it feels like. It's so awful. It's
like a deer.
Much
to think about.
Much to think about. The thing about this outfit is that I kind of like how the shading works on this drawing. I think sometimes it's weird, but this sort of like orange and purple shading style they've got going, I think is really pretty.
Yeah.
But they're using it to such weird effect. They're using it to make her clothes look transparent and to show her clinging belly button. And I'm like, there's so if I zoom in on like a 1 inch by 1 inch part of any of this image, I'm like, it's a nice image. But as soon as I look at any larger piece of it, I'm like, why is she like this?
Sorry, I just noticed. I noticed her clavicle, and now I'm kind of freaked out by that even. Because it just I mean, okay, I was gonna comment on the way that her hand, the one that's holding the fan, is shaded, because I don't do this really anymore, this super dramatic light on part of the body. I don't know, I mean, they have different artists, obviously. No, we know this. Sharon, our example of different artists. But I feel like I would see this hand drawn with more of a red fingertip, kind of softly radiating out, and not these really sharp knuckles that she has. And I can appreciate this.
It's kind of cool. It doesn't quite work, but it is kind of cool. And the fucking shadow that her right sleeve casts on her right arm looks really nice. Mm-hmm. And again, the fabric, individual pieces of this fabric look really beautiful. Again, I love this orange and purple sort of shading thing they're doing. It just looks really nice. In these nice sort of soft brush strokes. But I just don't appreciate it as an image overall. Also, her hair kind of stands out as being, her face and her hair kind of look a little bit like a cutout, because they're drawn and shaded kind of differently from the clothing in a weird way.
You're not wrong.
And so she's sort of a head, and it's so firmly outlined. She's sort of a head stuck on this body. Maybe that's why she's so scared.
Well, Ivy, she's a ghost.
Right, on account of the ghostness.
Yeah. I'm kind of just used to anime girls looking like this, so I don't really register it. But I'm looking at, on some level, the fucking popular today and old time tab that they've added to the right side of this. People can't go back and listen to episodes of this podcast anymore and, listen to the way that we describe the website as being laid out and have that be the way that it's laid out. Which is insane, because we started this podcast a little bit less than a year ago. And it changes somehow every episode. Anyway, but I do appreciate that they're there just so I can click on a random one of these images and test it for, is this just how anime girls look? But I'm looking at this, I'm looking at heartfelt summer Yumiyagi, and I guess not. I mean, this is an image which is fucked up for other reasons, but we're not here to talk about that.
Yeah, the lining and the shading of her face feels in line with her body in a way that Mai Aihara doesn't. Yeah, she just has the
same.
The thing is
same skin color.
The thing is that
slightly more of a way than she does.
The thing is that I don't even have necessarily it doesn't. It bothers me a little bit, but it doesn't bother me a ton. Mostly I'm just again, I'm looking at this fabric and being this fabric is actually really nicely rendered. Even if this outfit is insane and the way the fabric is falling across her is insane, but the texture of the fabric itself, nice. And that her hair is not drawn like that even a little bit.
Yeah, it's true.
And it kind of freaks me out, but also I'm I wish this hair just looked better in the way that some of the other parts of this image look better.
I don't know. I don't really mind it.
Yeah, it's fine. And it's just
I fear that looking at just the headshot of Mai Aihara too much has poisoned the ability to look at the entire image and not just fixate on her face, because if you go back to her main page, there it is in the corner staring at you, just her face. I think this may be part of what's happening.
Anyway,
we gotta get through this thing at a speed we've never achieved before.
No, it's fine. We don't have to. The episode will be whatever the episode is.
I'm just saying, if we're slowing down, that's fine.
I'm not slowing down.
We can move on.
We can move on. It's a pretty simple outfit. There's not that much more to say about it. It's pretty minimal. We can move on to emotes if you so want to move on to emotes.
What did you have to say first?
I didn't have anything to say. I was just pausing. I don't have anything to say.
Okay.
We can move on to emotes.
It's emotes time. Do you want to look at, like, these insane first character emotes?
Yes, absolutely. Why is the butterfly in her hair so prominent? I guess it's not that's not prominent in the art. I just, like, don't notice it.
Here's what's freaking me out, is how much that little loop of hair that she has is, you know, her little ahoge, is prominent. And it doesn't look like it does in the image, because it just sticks out instead of curling back in.
Yeah.
And this is upsetting.
She doesn't kind of... She really, really looks like a different person in these emotes. She does. Like, even, like, her eye color is kind of different.
Yeah, because she doesn't have the darker pupil, and so they're just, like, staring off into, you know,
in this,
the spirit realm.
In Mai Aihara 0... the first emote, she does look like a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Like, extremely...
no, what she looks like to me is, like, you know when, I'm thinking about this for a very specific reason. This one's for Burb. I was looking for, when, you know those color-coded lyrics videos that you get for Project Sekai songs, where they, like, you know, highlight whichever character is singing at the moment? I was looking for one of those for Samsa. This is just for Burb.
I was gonna say, they do this for, like, lots of different types of songs that have multiple singers.
This is just for Burb.
This is, okay, never mind.
But I was looking for one of those for Samsa, and I came across the most popular one, and I couldn't handle it, because I looked at all of the characters, and it looked like they, like... You can put images through one of those, like, make it into anime, you know, filters.
Yes.
You can take a picture of yourself and be like, show me as an anime character.
Make me an anime. Correct. I'm familiar.
Make me an anime. It looks like they did that with the illustrations, which already, I want to be clear, are anime. And I was like, why are you so content aware? Why are you scaled so weirdly? Why do you look so shiny and strange? And this is how we're back to doing soulmates. I'm not just talking to Burb anymore.
Okay.
This is how Aihara Mai Zero looks to me. She's content aware. She's weirdly shiny. She's like got sort of smooth lines that are too sharp and pointed in the wrong places. She looks like someone put this emote through a make it anime filter.
And her eyes don't have any fucking pupils. I'm looking at the similar by tags, which is just waving emotes. And I'm like, I see. No, she has pupil. Like, all of these have pupils. Some of them have black pupils, and some of them have, like...
Even one of the other Mai Aihara emotes in here has more pupils than this.
She just, like, doesn't... Her, like, eyes are just kind of, like, the sky. It's freakish. You look into her eyes, and you see, like, your own future through the Tianxi mirror.
See, we can do anything we want on this podcast. No, but, like, and also it's just so, like, this is, you know, like, the sketch that you make, as, like, proof of concept for emotes in general, the idea of emotes, and then you left it in the game, and you can see just, like, how the little loops of string on her clothes are, like...
just, like, shitty little doodles?
Mm-hmm. And then you were like, ship it. That's what she looks like.
We haven't even described it. She's doing a big smile. She has blank eyes. She's like a mauve semicircle behind her, and she's doing like a little like wave, but it's at a 90 degrees. It does kind of look like her wrist is snapping. It's very frightening.
Well, yeah, that's because she's a ghost.
Because on account of being a ghost.
I just, you know, this is gonna be in this new era of the podcast. This is the most like fuck you if you don't look at the website.
Okay. I guess Ash has declared we're in a new era of the podcast. It's not even our first anniversary. But it is like, the thing is that it's not even our first anniversary, but it is like awkwardly close to our first anniversary. And so I'm like, well, I guess it'll be a new era, like 10 months in. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Moving on.
Aihara Mai won the second emote. Again, this is a different woman.
This is like, the fucked up thing is that this is a different woman from the first woman.
Yeah, this is a different woman, like, again. And not least because, okay, so she's, like, looking with extremely shiny eyes. She's got, like, her hands, you know, kind of tucked to her cheek, like, oh, really? She's doing a little smile and a blush, and she's, like, full of sparkles, like, please, please. The butterfly in her hair just kind of looks like a flower here. It looks like a little lotus flower. It's very strange. But also, like, first of all, again, extremely beta emote. You know, her eyes are a different color again, because they're it's almost like they wanted her to have huge dilated pupils. I kind of understand that, I guess, but she doesn't have pupils in the first one. So it just looks like her eyes are darker blue now, for no reason. And then they made her very, very shiny. And then, like, not least of my problems with this is that you can't really see her outfit at all. And, like, I guess, I'm looking back at the other one. No, you can see it in the first one. You can only see the rims of her sleeves. So, and you can't see at all, like, her actual shirt. This makes it look like she's wearing something completely different. It looks like she's wearing, like, an off-the-sleeves, you know, like, wrap-around kind of deal. And it's just, like, you know, because her everywhere where her shirt would be is covered by hair or hands. And so it's like, and like, who is she?
Yeah. It also, like, has, these emotes feel so weird back to back, because they have kind of the same vibe. They're kind of the same expression. But, like, also, the way I'm just noticing this now, in her first one, the way that her outfit is drawn kind of makes her look like a McDonald's employee. But, these are kind of similar emotes with similar intents and vibes, and yet her face looks completely different, even though it's doing sort of fundamentally the same expression. And it freaks me out. It's a different woman.
Like,
This is her alive and dead.
In which order?
The first one's dead. This one's alive.
Okay, thank you. That's correct. I just want to, like, be clear. Looking back at the full emote set, all of the others are better and more normal than this. But the first two have just, like, complete, like, BC Ball concept art viewable in the log energy. Like, this is what we thought the video game might look like.
Do you want to know something that I've noticed that is extremely this is beta art?
Please.
Some of her emotes have this, like, you have to look pretty close on the white background website, but some of her emotes have this, like, light gray outline around everything. As if she's like a little sticker. But, first of all, not all of them. And second of all, if you just scroll down to the similar by tags, modern emotes up to ones, like, just after her release, like, still pretty old characters, most don't do this. This is, like, you know, they just, like, stopped doing this pretty much immediately. But it is on some, but not all of her emotes. And it gives the impression that she's, like, a weird little sticker instead of, like, a guy. She's like a sticker of a guy. She's a portrait of a girl.
I don't dislike it. But it is extremely beta art.
Yeah, but it's not on all of them. Like, it's not on the fourth one, and the fifth one has a white outline.
Mai 3, the fourth emote.
Yeah, but it is on all of the rest of them. Is it in our bond ups? Hang on, I'm just gonna take a quick peek. It is in some, but not all of her bond ups. Fucked up.
Honestly, fucked up.
Honestly. And then they stop doing it in her later emotes. And it's just like beta art. It's
beta art.
This is just like not how emotes are supposed to look.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
Mai 2, the third emote?
The third emote. My problem is that I can't I can't not look at this one and think of fucking... Why do I even still remember this? But I cannot think of the fucking Miu maid outfit.
I don't like that I immediately cottoned on. This is the I can't decide if this is the evil version or the good version of that emote. It's the version that makes sense and is kind of normal. However, she's so scared.
She's so scared. She has ghost eyes again. She's ghost eyes once more. And she's like hiding behind an ambiguous blue pillar and has like shiver lines around her and like is like hiding behind the pillar with like half her body sticking out and like a really kind of like Lego hand visible.
Tags terror. Similar by tags. A different one of her emotes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the emote like 3 emotes from now. It's so weird that I remember that Miu emote. Is it because it's the maid costume emote? And I look at this and I'm like, it's the Miu emote. And then that's all I can think.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm just thinking about Fate, Khalid, Lidar, Prisma, Star, Ilya, Leaked, the Nameless Girl.
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all?
Thinking about her. Fate, Khalid, Liner, Prisma, Star, Ilya, Leaked, the Nameless Girl. Yeah, this is a good emote. Like, this one looks normal and fine again. Like, her eyes are still ghost eyes, but, like, this one looks normal and fine again.
Yeah. Her mouth is kind of fucked up, but, like, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine, you know.
Her hair thing even looks a little bit more normal.
Yeah, she's like a little cartoon Peanuts character in this one, and it works. She's just scared and hiding behind a pillar. I don't have that much to say about it. It doesn't, like... It's functional. It doesn't capture my heart and soul, except that it reminds me of a profoundly impactful moment in my life. That being the moment in which I watched Fate, Khalid, Liner, Prisma, Star, Ilya, Leaked, the Nameless Girl.
I mean, wouldn't we all like to be reminded of that moment? And you can be too. Aihara Mai 3, the fourth emote, not fucking completing that joke, I guess. Tags amazement. I mean, she's amazed. Like, what more is there to say? She's got two exclamation points. This is the emote where she doesn't have a gray outline. She's got 2 exclamation points. Her, they do the thing that they love to do. The top half of her face is covered by a blue shadow, and she's just got a big, wide, open mouth. And she's recoiling back, and she's got a greenish-gray square, not a square, rectangle behind her. And she's amazed.
Uh-huh. I think that this emote looks weirdly good.
Yeah.
Like, her hair has, like, weirdly nice depth to it. And it's, like, a nice shape. And, like, this, like, big just swatch of blue across her face where you can't even see her eyes at all. It's just, like, the shadow is cute. And her pose is very strong. And it's just, like, a weirdly well-drawn emote after the last few emotes. And also, it, like, doesn't have the gray outline. And so I'm like, is this one
this
not
one must
beta
have been
art?
Done later? Maybe?
Like, why is it different? And, like, her outfit sort of looks not like shit. And, like, why
well,
is
we
this...
all aspire to.
Broadly. And so, like, why does this one look so much better and also just different? I still don't understand, like, in general in emotes, and I feel like this is a thing they also stopped doing at some point, where they use this, like, blurry brush for her, like, bits of her clothes and hands. Like, it's weird. Just, like, don't do that. Just do clean lines. It's fine.
You could just not. It's free.
Just not do this. It's just weird. But, like, I just think this is just, it's nothing special, but it's, like, a good shocked emote, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, it's alright.
Yeah. It's alright.
It's alright.
It's okay.
It's like, fine.
It's fine.
I4, the 5th emote.
Uh-huh. Sumo.
Do you want to tell the class what we learned about this one before the show?
Well, you may remember... you may remember in, I guess it was last episode. Yeah. Last episode, we found out that there's a sumo tag, that there's a few emotes in, all of which are people saying or getting sumo. And in this emote, she's got like an orange sunburst behind her. She's holding her hands together in prayer. She has her eyes closed, and it says sumo. She's praying to the gods for sumo. This is not in the sumo tag.
I don't understand why. I also went looking through everything last time and didn't notice this existed. So.
Uh-huh.
Fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, fuck you, I guess. Hey, use the Tumblr ass feature to tell Ash to go fuck himself.
Okay. Yay.
It's engagement. Anyway. Sorry, I don't know where that came from.
It's a good emote, though.
It's a good emote. This is like...
Again,
this is the first emote that I'm like, wait. This emote is, like, good. This is a good emote. Like, this is charming and funny, and it plays into her flavor, because she's a shrine maiden, so she's praying to, like, you know, the spirits, for sumo, which is cute. It, like, I feel like it captures her shy girl vibes better than basically anything else. You know, which is this sort of shy girl thing of, like, you know, she's just kind of off in the corner doing her own thing, sort of in her own head. You know, and it looks nice, it's evocative, it says a word on it, which, like, immediately gets appeal points, because
it does.
Then you look at it and you say sumo, and you're like,
okay,
aha.
There is one thing I want to, like, point out about this emote, which, you know, why is her hair thing behind the text in such a way that it looks like the text is kind of been put on there badly, like a scanlation? Like, you know, when, like, a scanlation will, like, not quite get all the Japanese text cleaned off, and so they still have some of it on there underneath the English. It looks like that, but that's just her ahoge.
It does kind of look like the word is, like, sort of stuck on there, like it's a little wire coming off of her head that's holding up this thing, you know? Like, she's got a secret little hairband with this, like, sumo sticking out of it.
That being said, as it says below this emote,
does it look less weird in Japanese? Sumo. Hang on, I'm switching my language. Oh,
okay, have fun.
Wow, that actually works way better. I understand why they changed it, but I'm just gonna, like, link this to you in our Discord.
Yeah, please.
But in the Japanese version, because Japanese can go multiple directions, it goes like down the left side.
Yeah, that does look so
that
much
looks way better. There's probably a way to pull that off in English, but I understand why they did what they did.
Yeah, it's fine.
It just kind of looks like it's attached to her head.
Like the posing and the face are both really good, though. Like, yeah, she's got that, you know, soft chibi face that you want. She's got the nice, like, her eyes look great closed, and they even got the little definition line of her eyelids so that you can really get the effect. her little, again, like, little chibi praying hands are cute. You can see most of her outfit, so she looks pretty distinct.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
No, it's just fine. Like, it's just very solid and evocative, and it's very like what I would expect out of my, Shrine Maiden girl. She's doing Shrine Maiden stuff in like a fun, cutesy way. I'm trying not to do this too much because I think it's bogging us down a little bit. And it's just free distractions. However, I do have to point out that in the expectation tag, there is a Kagi getting a blood infusion. Which, like...
Expectation.
I don't... Is he expecting blood?
I mean... Moving on to Aihara Mai 5, the...
Sixth
emote.
Were you counting them?
No, I just forgot which direction it goes. Whether it's one up or one down. Listen.
How would one down even work? Would that be like
I had to remember that it starts with 0 and then work my way from there.
Wait, you thought it was a 2-indexed scale?
No, I just wasn't thinking about it. Just leave me alone. In this one, she's a ghost.
In this one, she's a ghost. She's literally a ghost. She's
a ghost.
Her butterfly is transformed into a little hat, which is sort of cute.
This is a thing which signifies that she's a ghost.
A little ghost hat.
No, this is a real thing. I don't know what these are called.
No, I know. It's just saying ghost hat because I thought it was a charming thing to say.
I did just Google triangle ghost thing, for which the first result was pyramid head, and the second result was what is the triangle headband Japanese ghosts wear? Thank you.
So it's called an osuere?
What?
What? So what's it called? So what is it?
It's not called anything, apparently. It's just called either a hat or a cloth.
Well, anyway, she's a ghost. She's floating through the air. She's got you did 2 in a row, so I guess I'm gonna do 2 in a row.
Wait, did I?
Yeah, you did. She's got like she's got like a oozing blue background that is like a blue with a darker blue oozing over it. She's got 2 little spirits, little sort of teal spirits floating around her, and she has no legs. Instead, she has just sort of mist coming out the bottom of her skirt. She has her eyes closed, and her mouth is sort of a wobble, and she has the little ghost hat, and she's just sort of floating towards you going, ugh. Like a ghost.
Mm-hmm. We all know about this.
Solid emote, IMO.
It's good.
It's good.
But she's a ghost.
Yes.
I just need to make sure that we understand this.
No, I know. Is there a greater point?
I just like that she's a ghost.
Okay, I'm happy you're happy.
Oh, I like that she's got her little wispy spirit instead of legs.
It's cute.
It's cute.
It's cute.
It's a good looking emote. I can't tell whether she's crying or whether she has a scar on her face.
I think it's just kind of like a shadow. I'm not sure it's supposed to be tears. I feel like it would be lighter if it was supposed to be tears. I think it's just supposed to be a sort of like an ominous, shadowy thing.
That's fair.
She's a ghost. Do you notice this?
She's a ghost. I mean, I just think she's a ghost.
My lord, you're a ghost.
I just think she's a ghost.
I just think she's a ghost. Yeah, it's solid. I don't know. You use this when you're a ghost.
Often. Well, Aihara Mai 6, the 7th emote. Easy. Easy for me. Babies have no problems with this. It's like, honestly, if you think about this in the context of the full kit, I think this is kind of just like a worse version of something else that she already has, which is to say an emote for being scared. She's mostly scared. But in this one, she's scared. Her eyes are just big, white puddles with tears coming out of them. Her ahoge has gone straight up and is wobbly. I don't think the wobbly is intentional, but it is wobbly.
Uh-huh.
She's got little, sweat droplets coming off her. She's in front of a purple square. It's a real square this time. Her fists are all balled up and next to her face. She's, leaning back.
They're really
She's
experimenting
scared.
with the, blocks of color in this set.
Mm-hmm.
Beta
No,
art.
they're very, usually they go with circles, I feel like, in the, newer stuff. But for this one, they really do these, they're not quite squircles.
They're like squares with rounded corners.
Well, that's what a squircle is.
Fuck me, I guess.
But they're not quite that, because they kind of have, too hard of an edge. It's kind of just squares with, the corners cut off, but the cut is a little bit rounded.
Uh-huh.
Very strange.
Uh-huh. I like this emote. I sort of agree with her that it doesn't particularly stand out in her kit, because every single one of her emotes is about her being upset in various forms.
She's so scared.
She has scared, and then she is shocked, and then we skip a few ahead, and then she is scared shocked, which is where we are right now. But I do think it's appealing. I think it's pretty well done. She's it's fine. She has so many emotes for being scared.
She's scared.
She's just scared at all times.
My lord. I'm scared.
I'm scared. I don't know why she's so scared of me. She's the fucking ghost. I'm moving along, I guess. It's Mai Aihara 7. I guess we're alternating again. In this one, she's fallen upon the ground.
It's the 8th emote.
It's the 8th. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She's fallen upon the ground. This will be relevant later in the episode, so take notes. She's fallen on the ground.
It sure will.
Okay, I can't get out. Ugh. She's fallen upon the ground, and she has a hand on the ground and a hand to her mouth, and she has some big tears coming out of her eyes. She's sort of again, she's got sort of the blue oozing in the background, and she's got a very distinct blue shadow in this one. And she's on the ground, and she's sad. And it's sort of yet another emote in which she's sad. That being said, I do enjoy an emote that isn't just a head, and here she's a little full body, with a very large head, and it's charming.
Yeah.
I feel like this hair looks nice, though, also. I like when emotes have nice looking hair. This is appealing to me. I don't hate this one. It's just, I guess if you really, really like to look upset, just kind of generally speaking.
Then, listen, Mai Aihara is the character for you.
It's the character for you in many ways. But, yeah, this one's fine.
It's fine. I like that you can see, her little, sandals on her feetsies.
Oh, yeah, that is very cute.
Quite good. IMO. Despair. The chibi version of this outfit looks good. Yeah. They even got the sleeves not making sense. Yeah.
Even on the chibi version, the sleeves are weirdly too loose, and it doesn't make any sense. So,
Yay.
Good job, emote artist.
Great work.
Great work.
Thank you. Thumbs up.
Thank you for your service, anonymous emote artist. Despair.
Aihara Mai 8, the 9th emote.
Uh-huh.
In this one, she's not scared or upset. She's just disappointed.
Tags self-blame.
She's just disappointed.
Yeah.
I mean, her head is all downcast. She's, like poking her fingers together like the shy, finger poke. She's not shy. She's just like, well, I wish you would have done a better job, but it's okay.
Uh-huh. Sigh. She's got a little sigh bubble coming out.
Mm-hmm. She's on... This is a much more traditional Mahjong Soul background shape. She's got, like, a gray background, but with a white circle imposed over it, so it's just, like, a gray slope. Me and the girls at the slope.
Sorry, I just started thinking about how insane we are after doing this for over a year. This is a much more traditional Mahjong Soul emote background shape.
Mm-hmm. I see no issue. Love is love.
You're not wrong. I just had a moment of sort of perspective, sort of stepping outside of my... Okay, I'm stepping back in. I'm stepping back in the circle. Hello, I'm back.
It's a good emote. I'm just, like, confused by her kit, frankly. We just go back and, like, finally take a step back and look at this kit again. It's like, hi, but more intense. I'm scared. Sumo. I'm scared. I'm upset. I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed.
The problem is that I can't look too far to the left. I can't look at the first two. They freak me out.
Don't look. It'll be okay.
And so, or like, I look at them, but the vibes of them are so awful that I'm like, well, she only has one... she's supposed to have, like, 3 positive emotes. But in fact, she only has 1 positive emote, which is Sumo.
Because the first 2 can't be seen.
Yeah, because which one do you think is worse? Personally. Just your personal opinion.
The first one.
The first one. I agree with you on, like, a deeper level, but the second one is more shocking at, like, first glance. It's so aggressive. And I'm like, And so she has 1 positive emote, and then in every other emote, she's like dying or dead.
Do not perceive.
And it's just like, it's kind of miserable. Sticking with sort of like the general Mai Aihara vibes, she's just kind of miserable.
She is.
It's kind of miserable to look at her.
Well, you know how it is.
I guess. I guess I do now.
Usually we take a 5-minute break after we do the first outfit, but she has 7.
Oh, are you suggesting we should do the bond up? Like, immediately?
Yeah. Let's do the bond up and then take a 5-minute break.
I guess it's only been an hour. Sure.
Yeah. Less than an hour in the actual recording.
I have a lot to say about this bond up, but I think this is a fine decision.
Okay. Yay.
So, like, first thing, does the way she's looking at you make you uncomfortable?
Ooh, okay. Here's the thing.
Uh-huh. I feel like we're on similar wavelengths immediately.
She doesn't look... I was gonna say she doesn't look scared in this one, but I'll just go with she doesn't look as scared in this one. However, the way that her eyes are, and the way that smile is, make me think... I can see her looking kind of scared in this one. First of all, this wasn't number 5 for me, but I can see this being kind of a scared expression. Second of all, I think it does make me a little uncomfortable.
This one does make me uncomfortable. I was like, oh, the Bond Up one is the only one where she looks like nice. And then I looked at it, like, while I was just kind of perusing her when we first rolled her, and I looked at her a little closer, and I'm like, the feeling that this gives is like... You know when you have to, like, go do, like, a performance? Like, she's doing a performance, right? She's doing, like, a festival sort of shrine maiden dance with her little bell wand and so on and so forth. We'll get to the rest of her outfit in a second. But like, when you go do a performance, like, you go do like a, I don't know, we've both done performing stuff. You go do like an improv thing or a choir thing or like a thing in front of class or whatever. And you're just kind of like deeply dissociated the whole time. But it's just like so rehearsed and practiced that you can just like do it and everyone will think it's fine. That's what she looks like, right?
Yeah.
She looks like she's dissociating through this festival dance. And that's scary. I don't know. That's scary.
That's scary. Okay, but to look at the rest of her outfit for like a little bit, I do want to talk briefly about this like sheer fabric she has all over her. Because like, okay, do I think this outfit looks good, like, in and of itself? It's kind of insane and doesn't really have a background like most of the more recent Bond-ups do, which is something I really like about Bond-ups in general. And so like the early ones that don't have a background, it merely
has like some Sakura and a cat and
this
a
cat.
duck.
We'll get there. But like this sheer fabric that she has looks, first of all, fantastic. It's just drawn really well. And second of all, it has like a combination of like, she's got a flying like crane on here multiple times, but she's also got what look like these like, when you do, you ever did like leaf rubbings in like elementary school?
Yeah.
It look like those.
Yeah.
And it looks kind of awesome.
Are they? Yeah. I think that's roughly what they're supposed to be like a stamp, but yes. Yeah. This like sheer row, it is kind of crazy how like despite how sheer it is, you can't actually tell the shape of this sheer robe.
No, not really.
What?
Not really.
No? It like
I can't tell what's going on. But maybe that's just because there's too many colors and shapes in...
There are a lot of colors and shapes. Like, here's the thing, Ash. I'm about to blow your mind.
Oh, no.
If you just kind of like zone out a little bit and ignore all of the clutter and the fact that there's a billion lines at every part of this, and then just kind of unfocus your eyes a little bit, you'll notice that she's just wearing the same fucking outfit. It's just like...
Okay.
It's just like the same outfit.
The top and the sleeves, same fucking outfit. This skirt has a little bit more of a design on it. And important Mahjong Soul moment, it has a slit in the side with a little, like, bit of string. And you can see part of the line of her crotch.
Yep. I was talking to Kit, or me and Kit were talking about this, and Kit said that this kind of skirt with the slit in the side is actually like a thing with the slit in the side. The thing is that normally the white robe that she's wearing would like keep going down. And so the slit would just reveal the color of the robe underneath in a very nice sort of pattern way. Instead, she just doesn't have that. And instead, you can just like see her ass and a little bit of her crotch. And I cannot tell if this red string is just like a random red string or if that's supposed to be her panties.
No. I think it's just a red string. She just has red strings that connect parts of her outfit.
Mahjong Soul would never draw a character with underwear. What am I thinking?
No, we've discussed this.
It's also like I feel like I get are her boobs significantly bigger here, or is this just perspective?
No, they're larger.
She does kind of look like older generally. She's kind of got like an older vibe. It's weird. She's like wearing a more mature outfit. She has bigger boobs. She like feels taller. And she just like, this just like feels like her as an adult, even though I know that it's not. And that sort of freaks me out. It's like she's matured, but like not in a good way. I will say this bell wand with like the ribbons looks really nice. Her headpiece is kind of insane, but I like know what it's referencing and it looks pretty nice. Although the one pin just like tile being held,
it's just sort of suspended.
It feels like mildly sacrilegious.
No, absolutely.
Worshipping our god, the one pin, and like
That
who can blame you?
there.
It's a good tile.
I mean, no, I can't. I'm just gonna make an extremely specific joke that again, not
no,
just
don't worry about it. We're already getting pretty high up there in this episode. Anyway, as you scroll down, this also gets sort of more and more insane. Hey, see these like diamond-shaped like strings of fabric?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are they and where are they coming from?
No, these are also normal. Like, this is also normal kind of festival gear.
Oh, okay.
Where
I see.
they
It's
come
like
from, I don't know.
I think they're coming from behind her. The thing is that it's not obvious. Like, they don't like come around and tie in front or anything, and so it's not obvious to me where they're coming from. So they just kind of like appear, like almost it looks like from her skirt, and it freaks me out. And then she's wearing the same tabby socks, and I don't want to be rude generally. I am not Japanese or Chinese, as the artist who drew this Japanese probably is. But I have never seen these kind of sandals with like the cloven hooves, and they're kind of funny. They do kind of make me laugh.
Those are her hooves, you bitch.
They are her hooves. These
are her hooves, you bitch.
Yeah, these are Geita. Hang on, I'm just gonna like look at
they aren't Geita, or I guess they are tagged as Geita.
They're tagged as Geita. I'm just gonna like, I think Geita's a pretty broad category. I'm just trying to like, I've just never seen
the hooves.
Geita. What if I look up Geita? Cloven
Geita.
I'm finding him some sick hoof shoes, but no. Anyway, they're just like a little funny.
Hooves, you bitch. Looking up hooves, you bitch. Thank you.
Are you saying thank you because you thought I was looking that up?
Oh. Well,
that's not what I was looking
fuck me,
up.
I guess.
I was looking up ceremony. I don't know what this specific. Anyway, but they're just a little funny.
I just listen before we get to my friends. It's important that the bell wand that she's waving has these extremely many-colored strips of fabric, which just exist, as far as I'm concerned, to obfuscate the woman as much as possible. Just completely, like, what were they cooking?
Yeah, this is normal.
Okay.
Yeah, this is. I mean, like, I think that these ribbons are a little bit extreme, but like, these kinds of priestess bell wands have these ribbons sometimes. These are very large, but I like
so
them.
Large.
This image has so much shit in it. I kind of am looking at it and I'm like, wow, if this had a background, I think it would explode.
It's true. They have to do the most because they don't have a background. Also, there's a kitty and a ducky.
Also, for no apparent reason, there's a really, really cute-looking, chubby little cat, and on its back is a little duckling. Why?
I want to touch it.
I don't. It really does look really nice. For whatever reason, it looks really nice.
This is the duckling from the Splatfest where they were like, "What's the cutest baby animal?"
Uh-huh.
It's this guy.
Also,
I don't know why. This is an extremely small detail to fixate on. I don't know why, but this little duckling has a Sarah, like the things at the top of the beak that like budgies have and parakeets.
Oh. Wait, yeah, what?
And I just want to know why.
Wait, it's probably not a duckling. It doesn't have a beak. It's probably a chick, right?
Yeah.
It's a chicken chick.
Okay, but that doesn't solve the issue.
Oh, well, chicks have Sarah.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. They have little things. It doesn't look the same as on a budgie, but like they do. And you're right that this is a very budgie-esque. But like this is not the worst drawn little chick. I'll tell you that.
Accepted.
Acceptable chick. Its feet are kind of fucked up, but just don't look.
I do love it. I do love its fucked up feet.
I do kind of love it all.
My roommate, has an obsession with baby birds with big old feet. True fact, real fact.
I believe it.
And just likes to see pictures of, like baby grebes and loons and so forth. With the big old feet. And this is what this makes me think of, and it makes me smile. I'm like, yeah. Where are you going with those big old feet?
He ain't going anywhere. He's got taxi service.
He does have taxi service.
He's got taxi service on the back of this chubby cat. Look at this Look at this cat's fucking ruff. It looks so fluffy and thick. And soft. What's up with that?
What's up with that?
I don't know why these guys are here, but I'm not unhappy about it. If I owned this character and had this Bond up, I would like position her on the main
you gotta
menu,
crop it just to these two.
Just to these two. Probably
what's their story?
What's
their
up with
deal?
Them? When are they getting their own bespoke character?
Right? Just want to know.
God damn.
Uh-huh.
I guess
just because they hate us.
Yeah. I guess if they did add this little duo, you would probably get them from pulling from the Sakura path, because that's where you get chicks and also pussy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Furthermore, this outfit is tagged as cat. There are 5 outfits tagged as cat. I am personally upset. I recently pulled Ren Kisaragi, who, I would like to be clear, has a cat in his default art. And he is not listed here. MahjongSoul.club moderators.
Filing another bug report.
Filing a complaint.
One of our many bug reports we filed to this wiki. They can just...
There's a man who should be here.
Don't put us in charge of, like, infrastructure, because we don't know how to fucking code. But just put us in charge of tagging things. Like,
yeah. We could do that great. We'll
record a bonus episode where we just sit around and we tag various images. Correct thing.
Correctly.
Oh my god. That's what we'll do. Donate.
Oh, available after making a bonding promise with Aihara Mai.
Right. Emotes?
Yeah. Aihara Mai 10. 10.
Uh-huh.
The first Bond Up emote.
Uh-huh. She's pointing at herself and going, I'm cute.
I guess you could interpret that as pointing at herself. I more
is she like grabbing her hair?
Grabbing her hair, which is still kind of a like, I'm so soft.
Listen, she has little fucking T-Rex hands. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. She's got fucking claws.
She's got fucking claws.
She's got 2 digits.
Hey, girl. Can I get your digits? Alright, 4. 0.
Don't give away our numbers.
And now I'm thinking too hard about that joke. No.
Wait, now like, I'm also.
She's like, she's so like so soft. She's like, we just fondle my hair for a bit.
This email makes me profoundly uncomfortable now that you framed it this way.
I mean, that's like, what she's doing.
What?
It's what she's doing.
Well, yeah, but this, like, I'm fondling my hair and looking at you with, like, a soft, blushy look. And also you can see my cleavage very clearly as I push them together. Gives her kind of like a geisha air, and that makes me very uncomfortable.
She looks like she should be at the life-ending pavilion.
And I just, like... That just... It's fine. It's just like, you're right that it's not quite an I'm cute. It's an I'm, like, soft and chubby. And I'm like, okay, girl.
I mean, I guess she's soft.
I guess so. I'd rather...
That's her prerogative.
Yeah, she's allowed. I guess, like, I'd rather look at this than look at her being terrified of me, like, 6 times in a row.
Okay, but, like, would you?
I just, like, I just don't think I'm, like, a good intended audience for what she's putting out here. She's, like, allowed, but, like, it's not for me, personally. Anyway, Aihara Mai 11.
It's not a good rendition, but I appreciate your attempt.
Fuck you too. Wow.
Yay.
Go become a ghost, bitch.
Ooh.
Hey, it's not even the episode we're recording on Halloween.
Oh, you're right. Shit.
That's the next one.
Well, in this one, she is waving away a ghost, though.
Yeah, she's waving her big ass bell wand, which is like has become proportionally way, way bigger. Because like it's scaled in proportion to her face and not her body, and so now it's very large. And she's scaring away a ghost by waving her little. This is charming. This is
charming. Her hands are not gripping that object.
No, she is holding it like a me. She's once again got the me hands in this one. Just like the ball hands. Girl's got the damn me hands.
She's got those hands like a me. It's a good phrase.
I can't look at the script. She's got the Oh, ow. Oh.
We have to stop recording the podcast episode because Ivy's too upset by her hands, which, I'd like to be clear, are like a me.
Oh, my ribs hurt. Can I have an Advil?
No, they're just for me.
Okay. Oh, my jaw hurts. Oh, everything hurts so much.
Well, I think that's all we need to say about this one.
Yep, moving on. In this one,
it's Aihara Mai 1-2, the third Bond-up emote.
In this one, she's got a kitty cat. And she's got a little...
She sure does.
And she's got sort of a little kitty cat face. Kitty cat's given a big smile. She's given a little, but it's in a sort of a kitty cat way. And she's just kind of holding this kitty cat in front of her, out to you. It says tags shame. So like she's hiding behind the kitty cat. But I think she's just kind of like, check out my kitty.
Check out my kitty.
Hey, brother, I got this for you for your birthday.
Oh, no! Well. I mean. Yeah. It's a cute kitty, even in emote form.
It's a very cute kitty. I think it's a relatively cute emote. I kind of don't really understand what it's supposed to convey. But, like, the point is... I don't think you, like, use this emote for her expression. I don't think you care about this emote about her expression when you use this emote or look at this emote. She just, like, you use this emote because you're like, here's my kitty.
Mm-hmm. This is the same reason that I use Ren Kisaragi's kitty emote. It's like, I just want to see a kitty right now.
Yeah. And then... I play the nurse who has the big kitty plushie, and then me and Ash just kind of kitty back at each other. Kitty.
And in conclusion, kitty. This is also my I'm sorry emote.
I'm so sorry. Have this
Here,
kitty.
have a kitty.
I'm so sorry, my dear brother. Have a kitty.
I'm so sorry. Have a kitty.
What happened to the last kitty? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
And in conclusion, kitty.
And in conclusion, kitty. I think we have to take a 5-minute break now for our sanity.
I need to go, like, stretch my ribs. My chest hurts so much.
Uh-huh.
She's got those hips like a damn me.
She does!
I can't look at the me hands. I just have to look at Kitty. I just have to take a 5-minute break. Okay, bye,
We'll
everyone.
be right back.
We'll be right back.
本日のお祈りは、舞が旦那様の手を引いて行いますね。あれ？申し訳ありません。祝詞をど忘れしてしまいました。
I was thinking briefly, like, was it a mistake to do the break then? And then I remembered a couple of the skins we have upcoming, and then I was like, no, it was not a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
I have many things to say about some of these.
Mm-hmm. I think this I'll prove correct.
Uh-huh. Ash, you're so smart.
I'm so
smart. Welcome back. People, did you know that Ash is so
It's so scary when it happens in my headphones.
Smart?
Hey, it's time for Beach Party Mai Aihara, and I just want to ask you, how uncomfortable does this look that she's giving you make you?
It's like kind of unfathomable, but mostly bad.
Okay, important. This is not, okay, so the Beach Party series is the same one that has the really good Ichihime that I like. And it's not the same one that has the Han and Ninomiya that is insane. And it's not the same one that has... There's like another beach party outfit that looks so much like this to me. It's not... It's weirdly not that one. Oh, it's the summer Yuiyagi is what I'm thinking of. Although that's slightly more insane than this one. But like just the way that the hair is done. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And I can't help but think that all three of those must have been done by the same artist. This is just like a really specific way of, I don't know, maybe it's just like her multicolored eyes and very shiny hair that's making me say this. But like, they keep having these beach outfits that are done by the same, like, that have this style of like, I don't know.
Sorry, what you're saying is that all the beach party outfits are maybe done by the same artist?
Well, they're not, because I'm looking at the actual, like, beach party series, the ones that are called Beach Party, and that's not true. But there's, like, a series of summer outfits, which are not all part of the same actual series, which all look like they're done by the same person.
Okay.
Anyway.
That's fine.
In this one, I can't decide whether or not she looks scared.
I also... The thing that freaks me out about this one is that it looks, and I can't tell how much this is true, but it looks like the beach is reflected in her eyes, like, very
I see
clearly.
My face reflected in her beautiful blue eyes?
But, like, at the bottom is, like, the yellow of the sand, and then, like, there's some of the water, and then there's the horizon, and then there's this sort of sunset sky. Do you see what I'm talking about? And this is scary to me. This also makes her look like a ghost.
She is. I don't remember if I remembered to point out the like the thigh thing in the last outfit. It's also in the last outfit, and it's also in this outfit. This is the same thigh thing.
Yeah, more or less.
It's also the same boob size.
I do like that the butterfly in her hair is turned into this hairband. I think that's genuinely pretty cute and well done.
That is cute. She's also got like little hair ribbons in her bond up that are translated here as well.
I don't know if she's scared, but she could be, and she's certainly not, like, fully present and engaged in a way that scares me. Whether that's because she's a ghost or she's just kind of, like, at the beach, but even the way that she's just, like, gripping this, like, weird, transparent, whatever the fuck. I was gonna say towel, but who has a transparent towel? That wouldn't absorb any water.
Once again, like, you understand why I think this was made by the same person who made Summer Hana Ninomiya. Which is, like, insane glossy jacket at the
glossy,
pool.
sheer. Yeah, this has a different texture. I think this is probably done by, like, the same artist as her Bond Up. The sheer fabric is basically in the same style.
Sure.
I
her
just like
eyes. And her hair.
But, like, she's clutching this piece of whatever this piece of fabric is. She's clutching it, like, way too tight. And it scares me.
This is not a comfortable pose to hold. I'm, like, doing this with my arms, like. Also, I'm doing this with my body. She's just got her chest, like, puffed up. Look at the 90-degree angle of her back for me real quick. She's just got her chest puffed out so
holy shit.
Much.
Yeah, look at below her left boob. That rib sticking out. Jesus.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're right. Ugh, they bent her. She's a ghost. She died of a snapped spine. She keeps dying of different shit.
She's a damn ghost. It's not even the Halloween episode.
She's a damn ghost. Also just like, this is a different woman.
Yeah, absolutely. In this one, she looks even older. She keeps looking old.
It's the high ponytail that does it. She looks fully like an adult. I mean, she's 18, but like she looks fully like she's a 20-something in this. It's the high ponytail and like also the fact that her boobs are, you know, the same size as they are in her Bond Up, which is to say bigger.
Yeah,
I
I could reasonably see in her default she doesn't not look like an 18-year-old, but she looks like
she looks fine.
She looks like she could be younger. And then it looks like she keeps getting older in a way that sort of freaks me out.
I want to know what this bracelet she has on is. This just like this glass pane.
Oh yeah, the weird little empty dog tag bracelet is really weird.
like a cameo, but it doesn't have a picture in it, like a vampire. Like,
well, that's
no reflection in the mirror.
That's because it's a picture of a ghost. Wait, ghosts can be captured on picture. That's one of their things. Never mind. Joke failed.
Like, the outfit itself isn't that different from, like, the Fuji outfit. I mean, okay, let me be clear. The Fuji swimsuit is top tier. It looks great. It's, like, a comprehensible outfit. It's got color scheme. It's good. They can only do red and white colors for Mai Aihara, and I think that's funny. Unless they have every color in the world on the image, which, in which case anything goes. But, like, I do appreciate... Like, this swimsuit looks, at worst, fine. This swimsuit looks pretty good. It's like a decent outfit.
It's like a normal swimsuit. This is just like a normal swimsuit. But, like, it does have all these sheer fabric things.
Covered in sheer fabric.
For, like, no reason. I guess just for looks, but it looks weird. It also makes her look even more like a ghost.
She's wearing heels.
Also, she's wearing heels. Like, that's
the beach tube.
You're correct that she's about to burst the fuck out of this beach tube. This shit's gonna explode.
Why are we calling it a beach tube? I said that, and I wasn't sure what I meant by it, and I thought you might pick up a more normal word, but you didn't.
What? Wait, Ash, this is a beach tube.
That's not what they're called.
What?
It's like an inner tube.
What? This is a beach tube. This is
look up beach tube.
What? But this is the kind of thing... Beach tube. But this is the kind of thing that you would go, like, to... What? This is a beach tube. What are you talking about? When I look up beach tube, I get pictures of this exact object. What are you talking about?
I've just never called this thing a beach tube in my life.
But are you a ghost? What is happening? Am I a ghost? What is happening?
Don't worry about it. It's not Halloween yet. We can't reveal that.
Yeah.
This has so much more, like...
it, though.
Yeah. This is so much more squishy than her... This is, like... when did this release? Not that long after game launch.
Yeah.
Like 4 months.
This, I was looking, because you talked about it. I think it's weird that for all of the weird... Oh, no, wait, I was about to say there's no tag for just series. Then I was like, oh, there's a tag for this series. I'm dumb. Yeah, this dress-up series has, like, only the first characters, like, only some of the original characters, and then some of the first released, like Xenia. So this is, like, a very early to, like, maybe one of their first outfit series.
It's just...
Now that I'm thinking about the heels in the beach tube, you're, like, correct. Because what I was gonna say is that, like, when you're at the beach, and, like, she's 18, it's fine. When you're at the beach, you're on vacation, like, you, like, go swimming for a while, and then you, like, put on your shoes, and you, like, go up to the bar, and you, like, have a drink and hang out with your friends. But you still have your swimsuit on, right? Like, this is normal. And so it's not abnormal for her to have shoes, but in the beach tube is fucked up.
It's also very strange. These would not be pleasant to wear on the beach.
Well, no. That's my point, is that, like, by the time you're wearing shoes, you're on the boardwalk.
Sure. Heels?
You're on vacation. Come on, don't be so judgy.
Okay, if you want to be so cute, I guess.
Yeah, she wants to look cute. She's on vacation.
She's on vacation.
She's having a beach party.
And she's so
not particularly
squishy.
good at swimming, but she'll try her best.
She only does it with the elderlies.
She only swims with the elderlies. Good joke. Speaking of like her looking like kind of like a trashy 18-year-old at the beach. I do like this like bracelet that she has that's just like made of plastic flowers.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like this is like it's this sort of not that much to this image. But
beach signaling.
Because this is just like not very interesting as a swimsuit. I would rather have a fucked up swimsuit than this, which is just like it's kind of a swimsuit and it's got some weird sheer stuff, but it's not that interesting. Also, it kind of doesn't look like it fits very well. It kind of looks like this top is about to come off.
I was gonna say, she doesn't really have thigh squish in this. But she definitely has boob squish.
Yes.
All of these strings are squishing her.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like is that the purpose of the sheer fabric? Does it sort of hold this whole thing together? Because just this red bikini top does not look big or stable enough to maintain position here, especially while swimming. But even while like walking at a moderate pace, like, girl, I'm not so sure that you're gonna make it.
Walking at a moderate pace. Oh no, girl.
Well, that's because she only walks with the elderly.
Also, this is tagged barefoot. She's not barefoot. She has heels on.
I think barefoot is just their tag for, like, you can see her toes. Oh yeah, absolutely. All of the Sawaka ones are tagged. Barefoot just means you can see her toes. That's what it actually means. Wait, but in this Fuka one, you can't see her toes. She's wearing closed-toed shoes. Why is it labeled as barefoot?
Yeah, there's a Miki one that's labeled barefoot, even though she's also wearing closed-toed shoes. And the cow and chessboard see her ass? What?
I don't know. Wow, I forgot that
this Kirara really Fujimoto Bond Up is labeled as barefoot. She's wearing boots!
Wait, yeah, there's a bunch of men in here.
She has boots on.
Wait. Sorry, where's this one with boots? Does barefoot just mean not wearing socks?
I've linked it to you. She has boots on. Her boots.
No, I see the boots. I think barefoot might mean not wearing socks. I think that's what they might mean.
Looking for socks now.
I don't think there's any socks. I'm not seeing any socks.
Quadrupath Adventurer Sarah has stockings.
Fuck.
Get owned.
I'm just trying to find logic and reason in a world of chaos.
You can barely see Hideki's feet! I'm not even convinced those are his feet. I think those are socks. This shit is not barefoot.
Ash, we're getting out of this tag.
I'm just saying, go look at Halloween Party Hideki Akechi and you'll understand.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm leaving. I can behave.
Can you?
Try.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
Anyway, I think we're done talking about this outfit.
Yeah.
Question mark. It's fine. It kind of looks like shit as an image to me, IMO.
It
just doesn't look good.
It's like fine. We haven't reached my images that I sort of am repulsed by yet. So
fascinating. I wonder the thing is that I feel like you're going to be repulsed by the one of these that I kind of like.
No, I know this. I think we've literally talked about this image before.
Yeah.
Aihara Mai 997.
In this emote, she's waving. Her eyes are so scary.
So she's a ghost.
Why are they like this if she's happy?
She's a ghost.
Because she's like her eyes are just white holes, and she's waving at you from across the beach, very excited.
This is because she's a ghost.
She has like a weirdly detailed background with like a sky and palm trees, and you can see the water. But She's got ghost eyes, and it's freaky.
Please
also,
understand that she's a ghost.
They did the sheer fabric really weird in this
They
emote.
did. I do appreciate, though, that they completely respected exactly where the swimsuit goes on each boob.
Absolutely.
Under boob acknowledged.
I appreciate that they tried with the sheer fabric and didn't just make it white, but it does look like shit.
Blood-soaked.
On account of the ghost.
She's a ghost.
She's one thing I know about her. She's a ghost.
Wonderful
Anyway.
Youth, Mai Aihara?
Wonderful. I don't remember what this. Oh, this is the.
Oh, this is that one. Okay. I was happy that you could celebrate Lunar New Year with me, so I tried this special outfit. Does Mai look good in it? Tags. China dress.
I'm
Gramophone.
gonna look up China dress and see if that's like a way that this kind of dress is actually called. China dress. And it's not just like kind of all. It's a cheongsam. Sometimes referred to as the Mandarin gown. Very
Sure.
funny. Mandarin gown, or I guess it takes some inspiration from the Qizhuang. I literally work in translation. You think my opinion would be better.
You've literally been in
Qizhuang.
Dream of the Red Chamber book club for so long. You think your opinion would be better.
The ethnic clothing of the Manchu people.
Manchu mentioned. Sorry. Fucking insane thing to say.
Anyway, but before I say what I said about this,
Yeah, I was
Before we
wondering whether you
started-
wanted to say that on the podcast, but I didn't want to ask.
well, before I say it or don't say it, I just need to know, Ash, am I wrong?
It did take me more than one look to realize which outfit you were saying it about. That being said, no, you aren't.
I can't talk about this outfit with I can't. So I'm just gonna ruin this episode now.
Okay.
I look at this outfit, so she's just kind of like, I look at this outfit and it generally feels like fetish art. The thing that I said
Oh
is...
no, it's 100% fetish art.
The thing that I said to Ash is that this feels like pregnancy fetish art. And it's just like, compared to the other Mais, she's just like bigger and fatter and rounder, and she has like more hips and more belly, and she just like her face looks like her mostly, at least in the fact that she's got like
She
a
looks
circle
scared,
neck. She looks scared.
and she
but she
makes
just like,
me very uncomfortable.
but they've just kind of like, they've just made her fatter in a particular way. And she's so squishy, and it freaks me out, and it kind of looks like pregnancy fetish art. I, like, not even so much in the image itself. Ash is just sitting there silent. Thank you for your support. It's not even in the image itself, but, like, if you go back to the Mai Aihara page and you sort of like look at it next to the other ones, like her figure here is so different. Like her hips are just like not usually.
Yeah.
Like she's a really small stomach usually.
Yeah, no, like,
and like
just
her
literally
boobs
compare
have
this
gotten
with Beach
even
Party.
bigger and softer. Yeah.
Because like in Beach Party, she looks like, extremely slender. Like, extremely, traditional skinny girl proportions. In this one, absolutely not that. Even a little.
No, her, like, hips and thighs and belly are bigger, and her boobs are not that much bigger, but they're, like, softer, and it, like, it freaks me out extremely badly.
Like, okay, I appreciate that her, like, that her body looks so tangible in this. Like, it's a feat, artistically speaking. The fabric is rendered quite well. It's like, it's just, she has a very physical form, and I can appreciate that. A couple of things do freak me out about this. Like, how gray her skin is around her hips. What? And then it gets, like, redder at certain parts, but other parts it's just gray. And also, how small and slender her calves are in comparison to her thighs. What? I'm sorry. What? Again, bodies don't look like this. Like, I want to be clear. Like, I know this. And it's drawn very well. I'm very impressed.
Like, the painting technique of this is beautiful.
That's why it's so much fetish art.
That's part of why it's so bad.
That's part of why it's so fetish art.
Right. It's just like, this is someone who... Oh my god. Sorry, I just dropped a fork. My bad. Yeah, it's so tangible, and it's like, don't you just want to reach out and touch her? And I'm like,
the person
I don't
who drew
know.
this is very good at this. And, like, good for them.
It's so, like, the thing, I was about to say it's so cling filmy, but it's not even that cling filmy, because this fabric is rendered so lovingly, and you can, like, it's so clear that it is silk that is tight around her, and that freaks me out. It's just, like, it freaks me out so much.
Like, the way that it, like, like, the ties on the sides are, like, pulling the fabric clearly, like, too tight around her skin. It's like, okay, I get it!
Yeah, you really like when women are, like, a little chubby. I understand.
It's like...
Part of me is like...
I can't get into it. I was gonna be like... It's just gonna start going off about how it's like, you don't even like when women are fat. You like when women have, like, sort of mildly, a little bit, when they're just wearing clothes that are too small but otherwise look normal. It's like, not.
I almost kind of appreciate this for just, like, she's got a slightly different body shape than the normal. But, like, one, that's not the body shape she has any other time.
No.
Two, like, do you have to draw, like, not even fat, but, like, slightly chubby women like this?
You don't. Hello, Hannah. You don't. It's just, like, and, like, why is this the Chinese New Year outfit? Like, you can kind of see the collar of this cheongsam, like, kind of, but it's kind of obscured under this, like, fur cloak that she has on. I like the way her hair ornament has been transformed into this, like, nicer butterfly floral shape. That's nice.
That's cute.
And, like, she's got the, red and white thing going on that she always has going on. But, like, she's not, the only thing that makes the Chinese New Year outfit is that she's kind of wearing a cheongsam if you squint. And also that she's positioned in the same room as, like, Chinese New Year Kagehime is. Like, that's it. She's, like, she's
got some, like, red ties, but she's got the red ties always. It's just, like...
This is like a marriage outfit. Like, she's got the rose pumps that she's wearing. Like,
If you showed me this without context, it would be like, is this supposed to be our wedding dress? Is this like
insane.
in a rhythm gacha game where it's like their sort of future, ideal wedding dress, which always freaks me out. But, like, yeah, she's just like. There's so many things about this outfit that I cannot say on the podcast.
She's from the Moon Tribe.
There's so many things about this outfit that I can't say on the podcast, which is a lot, because there's a lot of things we can say on this podcast. But, like, you get the picture.
I do.
What's with her, like, heavily textured knee? It's so textured.
Like, this person is so good at drawing bodies.
They're like too good at drawing bodies. Like, scale back a little bit, please. They're not even paying you very much.
They're not even paying you very much.
You don't have to put all this effort in, please.
Like, the only other wonderful youth outfit is Momohina, who looks normal because it's Momohina. And there's a tweet illustration of this outfit where she just doesn't look like that because it's not the same artist. There's a tweet illustration of this outfit where she just, like, looks like she's wearing a dress that fits normally and isn't slightly transparent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's still, like, kind of a... Also, wait, hang on. In this tweet, I got here by clicking on the wonderful youth link.
Yeah, me too.
On Outfit Series. That in this tweet illustration, her body proportions have gone back to normal.
Yeah, she's like... This artist was like, okay, I don't get what you're going for.
I guess I'll just draw Mai Aihara.
I guess I'll draw Mai Aihara and put her in this outfit. Which is not, I want to be clear, not what you did.
Instead of this... it's so... Like, you know, anyway.
Aihara Mai 989.
I think the shoes are kind of cute.
They're cute. They're cute wedding shoes. That you wear at your wedding.
I have to see how many things are in the tag gramophone.
One. It's only this.
Okay.
Don't worry, I checked.
Appreciate you're always on.
Wait, you can see the fan in the emote, and it has a butterfly on it. That's so cute. Why don't they ever?
That is. Why don't they ever do good things, just sort of in general?
If only there could be a forgiving world.
Only there could be a
She's staring at you from behind her fan. She has pupils in this one. We haven't been noting this, but they gave her pupils since last time. And
it's also normally drawn out emote with like
extremely
normal line thickness
normal.
and
just
not
like,
weird outlines.
Her mouth is behind her opened fan. She's got a little ... She's looking askance. She's got a little, diagonal divide between, like, transparent background and this beige background. It's fine.
See, my problem with this emote is that I think the emote alone is cute. Again, I think it's a pretty well done emote. The butterfly and the fan is such a really nice touch. Like, it looks nice, and it conveys sort of a fun thing, which is like, I'm being mysterious. What am I up to? Ooh. The problem is that I, like, can't... If I look at this emote, if I look at, like, the full page once I click up on this emote, and then I see this next to the art on the right, I start to freak out because I start to look at this emote and be like, she's being like coquettish and wants to be my little fetish object.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
I start to freak out. But like the emote by itself, once I cut the outfit off of screen, is like a good little emote. But like it does not, it goes very poorly with the outfit itself in a really uncomfortable. It's like just not kind of like a whole thing. Yeah.
But the outfit is just like a completely different image. Just been surgically grafted onto Mahjong Soul.
Thank you for finding. It does like how like it just I think I introduced the concept, but it does have kind of like censored porn vibes. Like maybe not. Like I can't. I'm so happy you found
too much, but like
I'm so happy you found this tweet illustration because I can't believe how normal she looks in this tweet illustration. It makes me feel insane. It makes me feel insane. This is just a normal, like still a little bit weird, but a normal, mostly dressed and normal woman. They could have drawn
this character design looking normal. Sometimes it's easy to forget that the artist has such power over us.
And they've used their powers, their extremely strong powers to do this.
It's not for evil. I'm happy for you, dude. But like just like dial it back. Maybe.
Maybe.
For this commission that you got from Cat Food Studios. Like, maybe.
Yeah, we have to do a podcast on this, dude. Be considerate.
Buddy.
Buddy, come on.
Forbidden Lands?
Forbidden Land. Here we go.
Is this the one?
I think okay, let's get out of the way. Some people were talking about this. Do you think that you should be able to see her nipple here and you can't?
So I hadn't thought about it before.
Some people were talking about this at great length, but also, like, in innuendo, because they can't talk about such things openly on the server we talk about Mahjong.
There's 2 possible reasons why you can't see her nipple here.
Uh-huh.
One of them is just that her nipple is in the underboob area that we can't see. This seems somewhat reasonable. It's like a little bit much, but it's like somewhat reasonable. But you know where it isn't? Definitely? Up there.
Yeah.
And you know where it also isn't? On the interior of her boobs. It's not within the cleavage. That's not where it goes.
Uh-huh. It's like, I understand what people are saying. If
I had to pin the nipple on the donkey, so to speak, it would be visible.
It's like, the thing is that this is like barely within tolerance for me, and so my brain, the brain of a person who just looks at a lot of weird art of women, just kind of glosses over this. I'm like, yeah, sure, the nipple's a little high. Normal people freak out about this.
It's not a little high, though.
I think if I were to pin the nipple, it would be half visible.
That's so high! Ivy!
I guess I'm being generous.
I can't model this on my own body anymore. I got top surgery.
Uh-huh.
I'm trusting you with my life out here about how boobs look.
Hang on. I'm, like, picking up my phone, and my phone is dead, so I can't use the camera, but I'm using it as a little mirror to look at my own boob. And I'm like, no, you're right, actually.
Like, it just wouldn't be up there.
Okay, fair enough.
It's like an insane location.
Insane nipple location.
Also,
that would be a good episode title if it couldn't be an episode title.
I think we already have our episode title.
Wait, what do you think the episode title is?
No, I shan't say. Okay. I don't want to influence you.
You're allowed to have influence. Okay.
She's in a sarcophagus, which makes me
uh-huh. Okay, I'm so excited for whatever insane thing you're about to say.
I'm not sure whether or not I can say it. I think we've gone far enough that honestly, I might as well. One of my dear friends poisoned me years ago with a lyric from Kanye West's Monster, in which he goes, "You ever had sex with a pharaoh? Put the pussy in the sarcophagus." And I think about this a lot. And it's just like, there's no reason to be thinking about it. But when you see images like this one, sometimes that distant memory of laughing hysterically about this comes back to your mind. And you think once again about you ever had sex with a pharaoh. Put the pussy in the sarcophagus.
Uh-huh.
Which blows out my mic every time I do it, because I do it directly into the microphone.
Great, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Do you want to know, before we sort of I'm just going to keep stalling before we sort of get into it.
Sure.
Do you want to know what my favorite prop in this image is? There's a lot of props.
I know what my favorite prop is.
My favorite prop is this. In the bottom right, in this candy bin, this like pumpkin candy bin, there's just a board of wood. It has mummy wrappings on it. But it's just a board of wood. But it has mummy wrappings on it. But it's just a board of wood.
Why?
I guess
the children yearn for the lumber yards.
I guess after they built the sarcophagus, they just had like one board left over. So they're like, okay, I guess we'll just wrap it up.
My favorite prop in this image is can you guess?
Is it the candle stand? Tagged candle stand?
Regrettably, it is not the candle stand, which is tagged both candle stand and candle.
Weirdly, this is the only image tagged candle, which is fucked up. But there's one other image tagged candle stand.
Awesome.
Okay, hang on. Let me think about it.
Okay.
Is it? I don't know. Is it the little pumpkin that's like peeking out the edge of the sarcophagus in the bottom left?
No, it is. That is a cute one. I do like it.
Okay, just tell me.
It's the one that's between her thighs like an egg. It's her. It's her egg.
I didn't want to guess that one. I thought about it, but then I was like, no, there has to be something better than that.
No, my favorite prop in this image is her orb.
Nanami's egg.
She is kind of Nanami. That's what it's shaping up to be.
This is what's shaping up to be.
Okay, so actually talk about the image for like half a second. Okay. I like that they made the butterfly in her hair out of bandages. Genuinely extremely cute. The places where the bandages are in her body are sort of insane. Again, it's not where it should go on your boob, girl. Devastating outfit malfunction. She has an orb between her legs for, for your viewing pleasure. I don't understand why she has like a box of fancy Valentine's chocolates next to her rather than just like the shit Halloween candy that you
Halloween
would have.
Candy around, and then she has like a box of really fancy chocolates.
Like the candles make sense as a Halloween prop, but they also make it look with the combined with the chocolates. It's like, hello, girl. But I do like the snakes that are on her, even though they shouldn't be here and are insane. Like, they don't make sense as a part of this outfit, and I don't like them. But I like them because they're snakes. The little snake collar, very cute.
I think the snake collar is very cute.
The little snake anklet, insanely weird. Why is it blue? Why is it only kind of an anklet? It's adorable, though. And also, but the pussy in the sarcophagus.
Yeah. So here's why I am sort of like, listen, Ash, I actively encourage you to sort of like critique me on this point.
Sure.
But the reason why I kind of like at a glance often look at Mai Aihara and I'm like, this is the only outfit I kind of like, is not because like I sort of like it as an image, but because that's a sort of like as a piece of art. I feel like it's one of the only Mai Aihara pieces of art that's kind of like hitting its goals as a piece of art reasonably well, like it wants to be like like the Christmas, like a piece of art as pitched to us by Mahjong Soul. Like the New Year's one wants to be like her in a pretty New Year's dress. I was gonna say,
you don't think that one is hitting its goals?
I think it's hitting the artist's goals. I'm not sure if it's hitting like sort of like the skin line direction goals. I think it's kind of off doing its own thing.
It is.
Like, savoring the warmth is, like, whatever, but it's kind of boring. We'll fucking get to fantastic and romantic.
We sure will.
But, like, Beach Party is not very exciting for a beach party outfit. In her default, she looks super scared. In her Bond-Up, like, her outfit is all wrong, and she looks super dissociated. In this one, she's, like, doing, like, a sexy Halloween costume thing. And, like... and I feel like I feel like the image is at least kind of hitting that goal.
Now, Ivy.
Yes.
Does the way she's looking at you make you uncomfortable?
See, that's sort of the thing. Is, like, it does, but, like, not in the same way that the other ones do. Because, like, the expression on her face and her posing and the fact that she's, like, here at all, unlike basically every other outfit, makes me feel like she's kind of present and she wants to be here. Mm-hmm. And so this kind of, like, the way she's looking, and also, like, her expression is kind of, like, I don't think she looks scared. She looks like she's genuinely, like, doing sort of a...
You don't think she looks scared.
I don't. I think, like,
she's
her eyes
biting this little piece of bandage, and her eyebrows are like, and you don't think she looks scared.
Okay, well, I literally did not notice the eyebrows before.
That would be why.
Why would they draw the eyebrows in this position? Now that I've noticed them, she looks so much worse.
She's so scared looking.
Okay, never mind. I did it. We successfully talked it through until you kind of ruined it for me. Good job.
Here's the thing. I do think this is my favorite of the Mai Aihara images, not because not because I like it. I think this is the one that is drawn the best, and that amuses me the most. I
agree.
Listen, the orb is there for my viewing pleasure. And I really
looked at the little... Have you looked at the little animation video of this?
Yes, I have.
It's sort of awful.
It's not good. You can see it on the page if you're here. The fact that she's, like, rolling one of the orbs around with her foot, and the snake is, like, slither. Like, that's not even where the orb is in the image, bitch.
No,
anyway.
She kicks it back, and then it rolls up there, and then she's like, oh, I can't get it again, because it's out of range of my foot now.
But if you look at the tweet illustration of this, which you can get to if you go to Dress Up Series Forbidden Land, which is, I guess, where we're, like, doing these now. Not this tweet illustration. Wait, there's another one. There's a different tweet illustration of this outfit. I know there is.
Okay.
Because
Here,
we were talking about it with May.
I'm going through... Oh, is it this one? Is it the one where she's like, is it the one where she's got the little claws?
Yes, it's the one where she's got the little claws. It's you can find it in her, like, tweet illustrations on the main page. But importantly, there's a bunch of shit in this tweet illustration that isn't in the image. Like, you know, the pile of teddy bears and shit. She's not even in the sarcophagus. And, like, her nipple could potentially be in those bandages. But, like...
Also, she's crying in this tweet illustration.
This is part of what makes me not like this outfit, is because I saw this illustration in which she was crying first. Anyway, but very importantly, this illustration also includes her amusement orb. In the same place! It's so important to the outfit that she has an orb between her legs.
Fucking load-bearing egg.
Load-bearing! I think that, okay, if there's one thing I can accept about this outfit, it's that she looks more like she's actively seducing you here, rather than just, like, you know, freaking out, but she still looks like she's freaking out. She's freaking out and also, like, has candlelight and chocolates. Like, you know, and her amusement orb.
See, here's the thing is that, like, I have seen the one where she's crying, but I have more often seen the one that you see when you click on Forbidden Land and see the one where she's leaning out of the sarcophagus.
Put the pussy in the...
Like, I've most often seen this one.
In which she doesn't look so scared.
In which
she
still
doesn't look so scared. Kind of scared.
She looks kind of deranged, but she looks kind of deranged in, like, a kind of, like, you know, she's like a weird sort of Bloodborne NPC who's gonna turn into a monster. She looks kind of... She has a complex expression.
And also her nipple is in those bandages.
And also her nipple safely tucked away. And so this is the image, this is the non-main image that I associate with this outfit.
No,
and
I associate the one where she's crying and has her orb.
She's crying, and you can visibly see the tears. Fucked up. Why is it like that?
This is what her character is. This is what she does. She just, like, gets into situations and cries.
It's so awful.
It's bad. But this is the most amusing and interesting for me to look at out of all the Mai Aihara images, and so I like it best.
Yeah, if you, like, forced me at gunpoint to have Mai Aihara, I would be
I would equip this.
Can I equip this one at least?
Like, at least let me look at my amusement orb.
At least
zoom all the way in on that shit.
Her egg. She has just... I think she's a little worried because she's like, wait, hang on, don't squish my egg. I just laid that.
Savoring the warmth?
Oh, God.
We're almost there. It's gonna be
We're
okay.
almost there, but it's gonna be a long ending, I feel.
I think it'll be alright.
Okay. Gwenshana.
I didn't read the line for the last one, and I'm not gonna read the line for this one, because I just don't want to.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
This is her hot springs image.
So the texture of the water looks really nice.
It does. They know how to draw nice water. Looks very pleasant. I can't help but compare this to the Fuji hot spring image and think to myself, God, I fucking wish I was looking at the Fuji hot spring image. Holy shit. Just because, like, she's got her back turned, and I'm like, God, I wish that was Fuji's back, with her beautiful shoulder blades.
Yeah, she does not have shoulder blades. It's freaking me out.
No,
she has a shoulder blades a little bit. She's smooth back there. Also, this boob kind of looks a little bit too big.
I did have this one registered as one in which she was not scared, but she is scared.
She is scared. No, this is absolutely a scared one. She does not want you to be watching her take a bath. She just wants to take a bath.
Yeah.
And then you're also here.
I like that her outfit has these 8-so and 1-peen designs on it in the background.
Oh, yeah, the outfit
really
hung
cute.
up on the tree seems really nice. Seems like a nice outfit.
Listen, there's like
fucking
lots of... You go.
Her part of her thing is falling into
the
water. And I'm like,
girl.
no! It makes me so upset.
But
just like hanging on that little thing to the left.
There's like lots of ways in which this image is really nice. Like, it's drawn really well. I just don't think it's composed that well, and also it has Mai Aihara in it. But like, if if you look at her back, and I guess also her boob and I'm mostly looking at her leg that's in the water. Like, the way that the water runs down her skin is really good. Like, just fantastic. Really well drawn.
It's, like, technically well done, yeah.
I like the way her hair looks. Like, not totally all of it in shape, but I like this messy bun that she's got going on. It's, like, really nicely textured. I just, like, you know, again, this fabric rendering is great, even though she's getting that shit all up in the water. Why? And, like, all of the stringy little tassel things and, like, stringy bits of hair, like, all of this contributes to this nice drapery of the image, except for this long ribbon which is just draped across her arms in an insane way that doesn't make any sense. Because fuck me, I guess. I mean, I know that's, like, the hem of the outfit or whatever, but, like, fuck that. It's not in a position that makes any sense.
Wait, hang on. Up. Wait.
Like, why is it doing that?
No, wait. I need to be disproven wrong, otherwise I'm gonna freak out.
Okay.
Does it... it does this twist behind her back, right? Is it just me, or does where the fabric is connected to the hem switch sides of the ribbon magically? Is it not
No.
on the bottom side, and then it flips to the top side? Am I wrong?
I have to yell away from my mind. Now that I have my levels up on my the monitor, I can see when I scream into the mic. Oh, I don't like it. No.
Okay, so I'm right.
You are.
I like how this tassel, like, part of it is sinking and part of it is floating. That's
I
really
like the way that
nicely
she
done.
has one of the tassels from her hair, like, gripped in her hand. Like, it's cute. This poop is way too big. It shouldn't be there. Like,
It's
you know.
it's like the size of her head.
It
It's
exudes.
enormous. It's enormous.
It's people always do this.
Her egg.
Her egg. No. This is why Sharon Fuji is so good. It's because like this is a classic. Drawing the woman from the back pose is a classic. The people never know where to put the boobs. Because like usually you shouldn't be able to see them, but you have to be able to see them because it's art of the woman. And so like they just go and like and so they just do this, and it is upsetting.
I mean, she's tilted back enough, I think. That,
you
like,
would be able to see some
you
of
would
the
be able to
boob,
see it,
but not
like it
like
doesn't.
this.
Not like this.
But they can't make her look like she has small boobs, or she'll be unappealing.
Yeah, we were me and May were talking about this recently, where it's like Mahjong Soul. We can just talk about Sharon a little bit. God, she's so many. This is also an animated outfit. She's so many animated outfits. Yeah, does you see the little animation underneath?
Oh my god! What? Wait, why is the animation video like that?
I don't know. Anyway, but like, we were talking about how like there's real women.
Mm-hmm. There are real women.
There are real women.
My god, we forgot to talk about the emote for Forbidden Land. Fuck me.
Jesus. Real women exist, and their boobs are a particular size that is a particular size and shape, right? Like, boobs have shape. You would know this if you were like me and, one, had boobs, and two, were a lesbian. You know. But, like, real women have boobs, and they're a particular size and shape. And that mostly stays consistent. I guess, well, they change depending on if you get fatter or thinner. But anyway, but not by that much. And, like, one thing that me and our friend May were talking about recently is that Mahjong Soul sorts women into two categories. And that's women with big boob and women with small boob. There is not women with medium boob, as far as I can tell. Either you're woman with big boob, or you're woman with small boob. And if you're woman with small boob, your boob's shape and size can be, like, anything on, like, a fairly large scale that is still, like, within their categorization of small boob. And if you have big boobs, your shape and size can be anything on a very large scale. And so this is just how it works. Is you know, within your category of small or big boob, your boobs change based on, I guess, the needs of the image, vibe. Quote unquote. The vibe, you know, how we're feeling on that particular day. And, like, this is bad and makes, like, bad art, and honestly is just, like, bad character rendering.
No, it's really shit. You should know what your character's boobs look like. It's an important part of, like, their character. You should know how big their boobs are.
Yeah, we talk about this when we're doing season 2 episodes, although we've only done one woman, because the game is weirdly front-loaded with men. But,
I guess
like...
that's true.
But, like, those motherfuckers know how big Roja's boobs are. Like, pretty distinctly. And Sharon knows how big Fuji's boobs are.
100%.
I'm gonna go look at Fuji just to make sure that I'm correct.
No, you are right.
Like,
there's only one image in which Fuji's boobs morph shape, and it's the Christmas outfit.
Right, which is already a little weird.
But same boob shape hot spring, same boob shape bond up. You can't even see her boobs in her
even in the Christmas one. Even in the Christmas one, it doesn't look. You know, these are you can reasonably just look at those and be like, oh, she's wearing a push up that she's not usually wearing. But like,
even fantastic and romantic Fuji has same boob shape.
Correct. She's lying back so they're a little flatter. It's a nice detail. Because that's what happens to your boobs. Did you know that boobs are physical objects?
They are.
That are, like, you know, semi-solid and, like, have a very particular physics to them. Did you know that different boobs have different, like, densities and, like, you know, amount of, like, viscousness to them?
I mean,
this is just true of boobs.
I wouldn't know anymore.
Yeah. Fun fact about top surgery. It's actually part of the reason why they put you under for it is because it's actually partially a brain surgery. They go in and they erase all memory of boobs.
I've been reading a lot of SCPs lately. It's like the amnestics from SCPs where they erase concepts from your mind. They target certain concepts to erase them. They put me under amnestics and they just said feeling of boob. And I was like, shit, alright. I just don't know anymore.
But it's just like, you know, that was part of my point with, like, fucking Chinese New Year dress, is that, like, it wasn't just that her boobs kind of changed size, which they didn't do a ton, it's that her boobs changed texture in a way that freaks me out.
They're just, like, softer and like... more...
And this boob, to bring us back to the image we're currently talking about, I cannot believe how much I've talked about boobs in this. Well, that's the podcast.
That's the podcast.
But, like, in this image, her boob is both it's too big for most of the other images, especially if you compare it to, like, the one where you can see the most of her boob, which is, like, it's too big, but it's also, like, not the same as the Chinese New Year boobs, which are big and soft. This is a large and firm boob. And so it's just the wrong, it's the wrong boob, Gromit.
It's just not right.
It's just, like, yeah, you are also correct that, like, the composition of this image is, like, kind of shit.
It's not good.
Like, there's, like, 3 focal points, right? That sort of do, like, a foreground, midground, background thing, which is this lantern, and then I guess, like, you know, the lantern is shining light on her, and then she's, like...
But she's kind of, like...
She has a relationship to the
lantern.
She's kind of... Yeah. It's, like...
My eyes glaze over when I'm looking at this image, and it's not just because I'm looking at Mai Aihara. It's, like, you know, recently they've come out with 2 images which... are the new Halloween line of images. And those are so, like, they're ass forward. Like, what you're supposed to be looking at in both of those images, they've directed you to it in every way they know how. It's the ass. In this
you know
image,
it from anime and manga.
You know it from anime and manga. But you don't know it from this image, first of all, because she has a suggestion of ass that's sort of obscured. Very funny. I don't mind. But also, just because they, like, don't know how to get you to keep your eye on any of the things in the image that you might like to look at if you're an enjoyer of Mai Aihara or, like, women. It's like, you know, she's doing a great job of having some modesty in this situation on the fact that she's like, look at this lantern. Okay, now look at the other red thing in the my clothes. Look at the tree. It's pointing away out of the tree. Other trees also just pointing up.
Yeah, are you looking at the lantern yet? Are you looking at the lantern? The
lantern
yet?
Is over. It's really bright. There's like not even really a foreground. I would argue that the lantern is not a foreground. It's like it's too far on the right for it to be where your eye rests first.
I was trying to like figure out like what's the sort of intent of this composition, and I was like, okay, like the lantern is sort of in front of her and she's sort of in front of the clothes, and so it's like as we move right to left, we move like depth-wise into the image.
This image would need parallax for that to be like, you know, functional.
Yeah. I'm just grasping at straws here.
You can kind of get somewhere if you start from like the bottom of the image and go like trailing up from the garment, and then you make it up to her face, but only after avoiding her lantern trap for the 5th time. It's just like, I can't keep my eye on her face, I can't keep my eye on her ass, I can't keep my eye on her tit.
Yeah, I also feel like, this is sort of like, blah, blah. God, I hate everything.
Wow, okay.
Me, like 2 hours ago, I was like, Ash, I'm so excited to record today. I'm excited to be here.
I'm so sorry.
I enjoy being here. But I'm like, it's anyway, but like, it's just difficult to talk about this because she's 18 and I'm in my 20s. But like, yet we persist because we have to talk about the art. I feel like the goals of this as a piece of erotic art are sort of contrasting. Because much like Hot Springs Fuji, you can draw a piece of erotic art in which it's like not that erotic, or in which like there's not that much like, you know, TA and P, you know? And it's kind of doing that with this like sheer fabric, like protecting her ass and like and this sort of like, but like it's failing at that because like you can't really see her ass, but you can very clearly see this dark shadow between her legs, and it's like, well, then we're not doing the sort of like cheeky, subtle, seductive thing, but we also can't see her ass, and also the boob is too much, and if it was trying to be cheeky, then, like, you know, you would, like, draw her back better and more interestingly, you know? And you would have this ponytail not covering up her fucking shoulder. Oh my God. It just makes me so mad. It's like, you know, someone, like, is really into, like, pinups and stuff. But, like, also, if you want it, like, it's also failing at being, like, a really explicit image, because you just like can't see that much ass, and you can't see that much, and also like her pose is extremely reserved, and like it just kind of doesn't.
This is just like a picture of her looking, it's just like she's not having a great time.
Yeah, it's like a picture of her getting undressed in the bath.
It's like not sexy.
I guess it hits that. It's like not. Yeah, I guess that's.
It's just a candid.
Ultimately, what I'm not saying is it's just, like, not that sexy, which is wild. Like, I'm putting all of my effort into looking at this and being like, you know, from the perspective of of the everyman, is this sexy? And I'm like, probably, because I have way higher standards than people because I'm a freak. But also it just kind of fails as a piece of art. Sorry.
It's just, I agree. I do. I'm looking at the other images in this collection, the Savoring the Warmth collection, and Kirara's image, I will boldly say, before we ever get to her, succeeds. This is just,
yes.
like, you know, I mean, it succeeds in the sense that it's extremely censored porn, but, like, you know...
Yeah,
it's not this.
There are things that I don't like about Kirara, but it does, like, it succeeds very strongly as an image. And this one just, like, does not.
It's pretty. Like, if your eyes glaze over and you just absorb the colors and shapes, it's very pretty, but it's not a good character piece.
I don't even think it's pretty. It's just kind of white.
It's just pale yellow and red and blue.
Sure. It's just, she just, like, doesn't stick out. I mean, she probably sticks out more, like, not on the white background. But, like, just, like, ugh. Anyway, if we click on the Savoring the Warmth tab, though, we can then look at one of my favorite images on the game. Which is this loading screen illustration. This is the thing where I was about to start talking, and I was like, no, we'll get there. We're getting there. You have to.
Please, if you've never opened mahjongsoul.club, please, you have to look at this illustration.
It's Kirara, and they're hanging out in the hot springs together. They've got this beautiful sunset behind them. Kirara's leaning back with sort of, like, she kind of looks like, she's got, like, Han Solo energy here, you know? She's got this just, like, cocky smile, and she's holding out this little fucking dish.
She's got a little wine cup. Little fucking sake dish.
And then Mai is, like, leaning forward with her tongue sticking out as if she's about to, like, lap it up.
And it's like, Kirara isn't holding it high enough to, like, you know, tip it into her mouth or anything. Mai has to lean down, tuck her hair behind her ear, and lap up this alcohol.
And it's like, whenever I hear someone say, this phrase is not super in fashion right now, but whenever I hear someone say, take a fucking sip, babe, I always think of this. This is the most take a fucking sip, babe image of all time. It's just like,
fucking sip, babe.
It's just, like, so insane. Why is she holding up why are they doing this, like, insane, like, BDSM shit?
Right?
Where she's making her, like, suck the sake out of this shallow dish while they're hanging out in the hot spring 5 feet apart. Like, what is happening? I don't know. Like, oh, my ribs hurt again. Oh my god, it's just, like, one of my favorite images ever. It, like...
Does it redeem Mai Aihara for you?
It justifies her existence. To me, it, like, completely eclipses, like, it goes completely past, like, I'm uncomfortable because this is horny. By the way, the fact that their boobs are, like, covered up with, like, really, really, really explicit mist that is clearly just there to censor the porn is so funny. And this completely goes past my uncomfortable zone, just straight to, like, this is the funniest image I've ever seen.
It's very funny.
It's insane. I might even get Ash to put this one in the Tumblr post, because I just, like, need you to look at it. It's just the most insane image I've ever seen.
Anything
Why
for you.
is she Han Solo? What is happening?
I like that
How
she has
are they
her...
even lit like this?
I like that she has her orb
understand.
beside her.
She does have her orb. I don't take a fucking sip, babe.
Take a fucking sip, babe. We have to. Okay, we have to get this episode, like, to a conclusion. Forbidden Land Mai Aihara emote, real quick. Wait, is those the cops?
It is the cops!
She's being arrested?
She's being arrested by the cops.
She's
They've
like,
got her in a little
oops.
bandage handcuffs.
Oops, I got arrested by the cops for, I can only assume, public indecency? Does she go out in this Halloween outfit?
And get arrested by the cops.
For having,
damn girl.
For having her nipple visible to the world?
This is kind of a good emote IMO.
It's
kind
pretty
of
good.
It's pretty good, though.
Listen, if I had Mai Aihara, I would want this outfit, and I would appreciate having this emote along with it.
Sometimes you get arrested by the cops.
Sort of insane. Acknowledged. Moving on.
It's
the savoring the warmth emote. This one is very pleasant. This isn't Mai Aihara.
So
it's a
cute.
different woman. But it's very
yet
cute.
Another woman. She's just kind of like got the water up to her nose, and she's got like a pleasant expression on her face, and it's very nice. I'd love to do this in like a hot thing of water.
She's experiencing hot spring ecstasy.
She's experiencing hot spring ecstasy, and you know what? Good for her.
Very cute. Moving right along.
Moving right along.
Fantastic and romantic Mai Aihara. It's the last one.
An image that we literally, when it came out, we literally talked about this, us and like 8 other people literally talked about this image for like an entire day or two.
I modeled this pose in a couple of ways. Don't try this at home unless you are hypermobile, double-jointed, what have you, and can do fucked up things with your legs. It's not comfortable unless you can do fucked up things with your legs.
Let's just get into it. The conversation was around, is her hip dislocated and her leg broken?
I don't think so, because I can do this.
I don't think you can do this.
I can do this. I don't know how much more I need to do this to convince you.
It's just like, you sent and it just like, it was not,
was my hip not sufficiently rotated?
Yes. I think that was it.
Okay.
It's like the thing that like, everyone's very focused on like, the position of her knee. For me, it's that her foot looks high.
This is the hard thing. This is the hard thing about this pose. Is to get the foot flat on, like, flat on its side on the ground is quite difficult. Plus to flex it that much to where it's at that angle with the leg.
That's the thing, is that it looks higher than the horizon line, and it's very flexed. And
okay. I would accept that her ankle is broken.
Sure. Her ankle is broken and she fell in this position and she can't really move her leg.
But her hip, I would accept that her ankle is broken and thus she can't get up from this position, because this is an insane position to have your leg in if your ankle is broken. However, I think her hip is still in place.
Whatever. We don't have to... We could fight about this on the podcast for like 10 minutes, but we won't. To me, her thigh looks too rotated, and it looks dislocated. It just looks like it looks like she doesn't have a left leg, and she has this prop left leg sort of there. It freaks me out. My thesis at the end of this huge day-long discussion was like, ultimately, it doesn't matter whether or not this pose is, like, technically possible for a particular kind of person that has a particular kind of flexibility. What's important is that very often people look at this pose and go, ugh! And this is supposed to be an appealing piece of art, and her leg looks, ugh! You can do this, but you freely admit that it is not comfortable.
This position of the foot is deeply uncomfortable. It's not pleasant.
Also, what the fuck is Sanrio?
Folks, I can't. I tried to explain this to Ivy, and she got quite distraught. And so I do need you to use the Tumblr Asks feature to give me your best explanation of what Sanrio is.
Please use the Tumblr Ask feature or leave a YouTube comment.
I was really into Hello Kitty as a kid, and I tried to explain this, and it didn't work.
I just don't understand because they're not like from a thing. They just kind of exist
She's three
in
apples,
the world.
He's 3 apples tall.
I'm gonna die anyway. The image.
Yeah. No. Sorry, we said that at the exact same time. I really like this cardigan. It's got a really nice cable pattern. I know it's probably meant to be knitwear, but it's just not like fully rendered because that'd be annoying.
Yeah, it gives the impression of a cable knit sweater. It looks nice.
It looks nice. I do wonder what these weird stitches up the sleeves are, but like, I don't know, it's kind of cute.
They're just like fun little ribbons. It passes in my eyes. This dress is fine.
Yeah, it's got like the under fabric of it that's like got stitching on top of it that has the My Melody like thing. Like I'm looking at her hip right now, like next to her little purse. Like it's got the fabric and the fabric under it, and the fabric on top of it is stitched together. And that's like cute. I really like it.
Cute.
The collar on this is kind of wild, but I like it.
It's fine.
It's got like a sailor collar, but it's like
kind of like a deconstructed sailor collar. It's fine. I've seen a dress that looks exactly like this at like Hot Topic.
All right,
this is the most a dress from Hot Topic.
All of the images in this outfit are pretty. Like this is an outfit you could buy. The images in this
in the dress up series.
Yeah, the series. Sorry.
Yeah, correct. Maybe they're actual merch. Who am I to say? I don't know what Sanrio is. She's in another part of the problem of her posing is that like she's sitting in a ball pit, and this looks like an awful experience. Mm-hmm. First of all, we're getting the conclusion of
conclusion of the inner tube heel.
The inner tube heel situation, which looks bad. This looks very uncomfortable. Either you're about to pop this, or it's very saggy and the whole structure is about to collapse.
Like, I think she's already destroyed it. I have
or like this is sort of, rubbery, pushing back at you very hard, and you have to push your leg down weirdly hard to keep it in this position.
She's trying really hard to get up, but her ankle's broken.
Fucking ankle is broken. And these, like, for her to, like, be situated in this way in this ball pit, I feel like these balls kind of need to be very dense and, like, friction-y. Like, these don't look like... Sorry, I need a sip of water. I feel like I'm about to pass out. Like, these don't look like those sort of, little kind of, like... plastic balls with air in them. They look like modern ball pits, which are filled with these dense foam balls.
Yeah.
Which makes the whole situation feel very uncomfortable.
I
would not want to sit on a field of those dense foam balls.
I have sense memories of, like, the foam pits at the gymnastics place that people used to hold birthday parties in my hometown. And it's just, like, quicksand in there. It's, like, so upsetting.
Awful. And then also My Melody is here.
My Melody is
kind
here.
of looks like she's drawn differently.
She is.
Sort of freaks me out.
Does this expression make you uncomfortable?
I'm gonna say yes, actually.
Kind of. I mean, but it's like a different woman.
It's approaching normal. It is a different woman.
It's a different woman. She looks at me like she doesn't give a shit about me.
The line for this one, it's not translated. Fucked up.
It's something like, they do this in the stories. I broke my leg.
Yeah. Mai fell down and won't be able to stand up unless someone holds her. In the novels, when the heroine said this line, it seems like someone she could rely on would appear. So she's, like, broken her ankle, and she's waiting to be, like, saved by her knight in shining armor. And she's like, I'm like, hey, do you need help? And she's like, no, not interested. And it's like, girl, your ankle's broken, but okay. And that makes me sort of uncomfortable. She seems very sort of dissociated from the situation that she's in. She's in this insane place holding this insane pose, and she just doesn't care? Freaks me out.
This line and this facial expression just are a different character. Like, this should be Nanaha Onodera.
That's correct. The dress would have to be a little something different.
It would have
correct.
to be. But this should be Nanaha Onodera, who is sitting here, like, doesn't really care about you. Mm-hmm. Does want someone from the novels to come and sweep her off her feet. Mm-hmm. That's really honestly all I have to say about this one, partially because I'm rushing.
Yeah, I don't really have that much to say about it.
Her hair is so weird and stringy. She looks kind of like the girl from The Ring.
Ghost. Maybe she just, she fell and broke her leg and then died, and now she just looks like this.
This is what I think.
She's Ghost.
She's Ghost.
See, the fucked up thing is that, the image in which she looks the least like she's Ghost is the one in which she's dressing up like a mummy.
I mean, that is her spirit orb, but yeah.
Fucked up. We have to cover this emote and then wrap before I die.
Yeah. This emote is completely different from the outfit.
Yeah, she doesn't even, her hair isn't even, doing the thing.
No. Also, it has a special Sanrio tag. It's very funny. And also, My Melody doesn't look like that.
Also, the bow in her hair in this outfit is just a bow and it's not a butterfly, which is sort of disappointing.
Kind of fucked up. They had to change the way that My Melody's ears looks. They wouldn't cover up her whole face.
Honestly, they should have just... Yeah, she's holding My Melody and going look at this cute object, and My Melody is freaking out.
Yeah,
she's so I do not want to be here with this ghost. Please free me from this broken leg ghost.
There's a ghost.
Jesus. Oh my god. 7 skins. We did it.
Triumphant return to relative normalcy for the podcast.
Okay, sorry, I'm eating food because I need to, because I feel like I'm about to die.
Numbers.
I'm
working really hard to remember everything that we're supposed to do for an episode this time.
Cute. Wow, is it really going to be our second 006?
No. She's not a 0 cute.
She's not a 0 cute.
She's at least a 2. I will go no lower, but I can be convinced higher. I think she's probably higher than a 2.
Do you think I'm going to try and convince you that she's higher than a 2?
But I don't... Listen. I can't... It's not a measure of quality, and I can't do all the work.
Okay, alright. I just, don't... see, I want to find her cute. They're trying really hard to make her cute. But she just, does not come across that way. A shy 18-year-old can be cute. This is a reasonable thing for a shy 18-year-old to be. But, instead of being a shy 18-year-old in a sort of I just really like working at the shrine and helping the elderly and I love reading my little books and I'd like to have more friends and be a little more confident, but I'm she doesn't really come across that way. She sort of comes across
completely insane.
Completely insane. It feels like she constantly is from her text and the way she talks. And, I'm just gonna skim her voice lines, which I skimmed earlier, but I've forgotten because it's been a while.
Right, I had one of them that I wanted to point out, but I forgot about it. It's the one in which the translation of it is written, please hold my hands while you're praying this time. parenthetical, expresses happiness.
Happiness.
Parenthetical, suddenly snaps out of it.
Out of it.
Sorry, I forgot my lines.
What? She's Sifri?
I
know! Fucking... She also, like, doesn't want you to read her book, which is fucked up. I feel like she's reading some fucked up shit.
I think she's reading smut.
I really think that the garden files, excuse me? And so I feel like she sort of has the veneer of being this kind of, like, demure, but she's actually, like, she's actually just reading fucked up horror / smut, and she thinks that you're always going to hurt her, and she's just kind of dissociated at her job, and it just, like, it doesn't... She can be a 2 if you so insist.
Are you...
Like, it's not a...
Do you think she's lower than a 2?
It's not a measure of quality. It's just, like, genuinely, like, I don't think the qualities that she's displaying are very cute.
I was gonna say it's a 2 or a 3 for me, because her default is a 2, and then fucking Forbidden Land maybe bumps her up to a 3.
Hang on, which one's Forbidden Land?
Oh, put the pussy in the sarcophagus.
Cute? Forbidden Land is a little bit cute.
Mm-hmm.
I just, like, don't...
But, like, if you're that hesitant about a 2, I think it's gotta be a 2.
But, like, I want to be in agreement. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do understand.
Even if you don't agree?
I think that just, like, visually, like, inherently, on her default look... and on Forbidden Land. The fact that it's her default look is important. Inherently, on her default look, she's kind of cute. And she's capable of being cute.
Okay. I would accept a 3.
I want it to be a 2.
Okay. That's like... That's mostly not cute, but more than incidentally cute.
She's more than incidentally cute.
I could see her being cute and not cute in equal measure. I'm not against
I don't think it's an equal measure.
Okay, alright. Well, I think we've landed on 2 then. Appealing.
Now...
Ash, I love doing this podcast with you. Do you know this?
I'm so glad. X.
Wait, hang on. Hold on. Well, I guess if you could... What? Wait. Are you serious?
Kind of.
Okay. What does this mean?
I'm incapable of giving her an appeal
she's
score.
Appealing. But is this you don't think that she can have an appeal score, or is this like a you problem?
I don't think this is a me problem.
Her problem.
I think this is a she keeps being put in insane situations where I just cannot assess her appeal.
Right.
I can't assess whether or not I think it'd be nice to spend time with her, because she doesn't want to spend any time with me at all. Never. Not a single one of these images. And I can't assess even whether or not she's, like, got sex appeal, because in the one image in which I feel like I can just genuinely, legitimately say that, it's fucking Wonderful Youth Mai Aihara. And I just can't... Wonderful Youth Mai Aihara can't be the yardstick by which I measure Mai Aihara appealing score. X.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, here's the thing, is that, like, what would she be like if you brought her to a party? Bad.
She wouldn't.
She wouldn't.
I mean, she would be there, because she's like, you're faster than me, so I can't run away.
But, like, yeah, she, like, I've never seen her comfortable and us having a good time together. And so I cannot tell how appealing she is.
I don't know what her personality is.
You can't judge someone's character based on what they're like in a life or death situation. That's just not fair.
I don't know what her personality is, and I don't know which woman she's supposed to look like.
Okay, appealing X. It's a new era. X.
Kinsey.
Kinsey.
I'm telling you right now, it's between a 3 and a 6.
Fascinating. I literally was going in literally the opposite direction.
Please consider Wine Cup Image.
Okay. I can't believe I forgot about Wine Cup Image. Yeah, okay. You know, Wine Cup Image, she seems like she's having a pretty good time.
She seems like the most present, maybe, ever.
Which is insane, because it's Wine Cup Image. Also, sorry, I'm looking at the tweet where they put this out on the side of Wine Cup Image, which is called Quench the Thirst, which is really funny. And one of Carrara's thing is that she always refers to herself as a gal.
Gal is just a style.
Gal is just a style, but it says, reminder from the gal, don't forget to keep hydrated in the hot spring, which is insane with what she's doing.
Soul Read 4.
Soul Read 5.
Yours is better.
I feel
Only incidentally heterosexual.
Only incidentally heterosexual.
I don't think I can make a convincing argument for her being more than incidentally heterosexual.
Okay, considering how relaxed and comfortable she looks in Quench the Thirst, which is insane. Like, one has to sort of assume that part of the reason why she looks like she's going to die at all times, especially the more revealing her outfit becomes, is because she just kind of wilts under the male gaze.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, men come up to her and they're like, you're attractive in this swimsuit. And then she's like, I'm sorry, I'm busy with this inner tube.
Mm-hmm. Busy destroying it with my heel.
She, like, falls in the ball pit, and, like, men come up to her and are like, oh, can I help you, my lady? And she's like, that's not the kind of books that I was reading. You know, everyone I'm just, you know, now I'm really on this. Everyone flocks to watch her do, like, the festival dance to, like, chase away the spirits, and there's just so many boys there, and she just zones out. Yeah, so I think she's a 5.
Right.
You've made a compelling initial argument, and this is my compelling follow-up.
Thank you.
This is us working together.
Working together. Approved. That's 2x5.
2x5.
New number.
New number by definition.
New
Never
number
given an
unlocked.
X appealing. New number unlocked.
You had to get 15 episodes in. Like, it's like Balatro. You gotta fucking... Once you clear a 7 outfit ante, you unlock X.
Wait, we've had an X before.
You unlock X appealing. You only unlock X cute if
understand.
you draw the corresponding soul card from the spectral.
I'm cutting this joke off because you're floundering. Do you want to just go... Do you want to just go straight into rolling the next character so that we can, like, leave? Okay. Okay, I'm going to propose a little game.
Okay.
Which is that, like... I know I just said so that we can leave, but I'm going to propose a little game.
Have you prepared this before the show and thus can't give up on it?
Shut the fuck up.
I know I'm right.
People, we're recording this on Halloween. This is what me and Ash are doing for Halloween.
Yeah, we're recording the next episode on Halloween, to be clear.
We're gonna record a... Yeah, it's not gonna come out on Halloween, but we're recording on Halloween. We record on Thursdays. We don't have a life. Again, we're sort of floundering in general, and this podcast is sort of our rock. So we're just gonna do that, and then probably watch a movie that isn't even that spooky. But I do want to say, just off the cuff, let's give this next character a spookiness score from 0 to 6.
Yeah,
okay?
Great.
And this will be our little teaser.
Sold.
You ready?
Yeah.
Random.
Okay. My eyes are closed.
You can open them. But
shit. Well...
I will say, this is the second time we've gotten a duplicate, and the first time was also Lily Kitahara. This is sort of freaking me out. No. Spookiness 6. Spookiness 6. She haunts me. Alright, random.
My eyes are not closed this time.
Okay, brave.
I'm brave.
Huh. I don't really know how to feel about this one, sort of in general. I don't know how to feel about her spookiness.
4.6.
You yelled at me recently for doing a It's fine.
No, it can be granular as long as it's not a real score.
Yeah, that's fair. I think 4.6 is, like, perfectly on the money.
Thank you.
People,
very smart.
Who do you think is a 4.6? Let us know via various features.
But
YouTube comments, Tumblr asks.
Yeah.
Oh, they just dropped a new Bond of Restless Night one.
Okay, well, we can't talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah. Okay, bye!
Bye!
Stop recording.
I have to stop recording.
おかげさまで勝つことができました。